it so bad, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, bad, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, I wanna shoot. Girl, you too bad for me not to press you, yeah. Young fly nigga, I don't follow all these rules, yeah. Bitch, I'm making tunes, I ain't missing, I won't lose. Let's go to an island where the water around is blue. I got two bad bitches in the coupe. 42 in the bottle, glasses on full too. Ain't no games, I ain't playing, I want you, yeah. Take a trip, let's go shopping, I got blues, yeah. We got options, you could choose. Yeah, you want it, I can buy it, ain't no rules, yeah. I'm just saying, let me help you upgrade you, yeah. Fuck that nigga, he don't care about you, yeah. Girl, move on. He can't treat you like I do, my money too long. I got homies for your friends and we can group on. We are early, hit our shot like Curry. Bitch, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, bad, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, I wanna shoot, yeah. What's the move with you? Where you move it? I'm sticking like some glue with you. Got you doing all the things he never do with you. Got the smile and the vibe is something new with you. We can take a jet back, I done sat back, counting cash in the bumblebee, a yellow drop vet. I've been doing a lot of shit that they never tried yet. Have your ice real frozen, you might get frostbit, yeah. I just wanna do the dash. I'ma always put you first, never put you last. Way you shake that ass, make me wanna throw some cash. Girl, you way too bad, throw that nigga in the trash. You know I'm gon' shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, bad, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, I wanna shoot. for promotion. Raw is my emotion. These songs that I'm composing, stay fire, that's cause I'm chosen. And I don't do the boasting, but all she do is post them. She like me cause I'm open and I ain't off the potion. But I might be crispy like a white tee, meditated like Tai Chi, keep a check like Nike. Can't find a nigga that's like me, but I see fuck niggas that's high key. Plotting on me most likely, can't fuck with me cause I'm icy. I've been so lonely, 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 lonely. I've been so damn lonely. These niggas acting phony, 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 phony. Acting so damn phony. Just get out my way. Swerving through lanes, I be drifting away. And I can't complain, swear that I be okay. We are not the same, no, I'm never gonna change. I'm leaning on the fixture, and I've been off the liquor. Sipping on that Remy with the Henny with a mixture. They follow me like scripture, and I've been getting quicker. Been had the upper hand, I hand it like we never gon' fall. All my brothers on call. We forever gon' ball. No, it's nothing at all. I've just been so lonely, 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 lonely. I've been so damn lonely. These niggas acting phony, 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 phony. Acting so damn phony. Just get out my way. Swerving through lanes, I be drifting away. And I can't complain, swear that I be okay. We are not the same, no, I'm never gonna change.
I got so much drink in me, wonder if you missing me. These days I can't fucking sleep, cause damn I'm out here living dreams. If I send this text of mine, shawty, is you down to slide? Don't say not tonight, cause you be busy, tell another lie. I done seen this thousands of times, I retype like thousands of lines. We done did this thousands of times, so I ain't tryna choose another time. Shawty, tell me now if you be really tryna start. Tired of this shit, yeah, finna flood my wrist, yeah. I'm writing all these hits, but I wonder what I'm missing. I can never call you my little baby, no. When I drop, I wonder if you say my songs. Cause every time we fucking, we done came and went. But I'm the type to kill for my baby, yeah. I don't care about no fucking Rollie or Mercedes, yeah. Need somebody that really ride or dies with me, yeah. But I don't get in my feelings, I get in my bag. Sorry if you dumb me, no, we can't go run it back. They ain't the first bitch to do the run around. I might debut first, I did how that sound. I got so much drink in me, wonder if you missing me. These days I can't fucking sleep, cause damn I'm out here living dreams. If I send this text of mine, shawty, is you down to slide? Don't say not tonight, cause you be busy, tell another lie. I done seen this thousands of times, I retype like thousands of lines. We done did this thousands of times, so I ain't tryna choose another time. Shawty, tell me now if you be really tryna start. Said I'm tired of all the acting and the bullshit. Girl, hit me back or I'll be back with a new bitch. You know they trash, but you recycling the same dick. Girl, you stay shameless, bringing up they fucking names, bitch. I can't put my pride to the side this time. Before I blow up, I'm just tryna make you mine. But if you wanna pay me for my tickets, that's fine. All you gotta do is not reply. I can't wear no heart up on my sleeve, cause it's summer, baby. Only rock basic white tees, try and break a milli. I got women lined up on the silly to get faded with me. They get just as freaky in the sheets, try and get naked for me, yeah.
De nos jours, outre les smartphones, portables, télévisions et consoles de jeux, toujours plus de périphériques domotiques sont conçus pour une utilisation sans fil. Une situation parfaite pour le Wi-Fi 6. En effet, la nouvelle norme Wi-Fi, connue également sous le nom de Wi-Fi AX, permet de bénéficier d'une performance maximale et ce, pour de nombreux appareils connectés simultanément. Les nouveaux procédés assurent une meilleure efficacité, une plus grande vitesse du Wi-Fi et augmentent également la portée. Pour vous, cela signifie que vous pouvez profiter d'un streaming sans interruption, d'un son cristallin pour la musique et que vous pouvez surfer et jouer en ligne à une vitesse ultra rapide, tout ça en même temps. Mais ce n'est pas tout. Comme le Wi-Fi préserve la batterie de vos périphériques mobiles, vous pouvez faire durer le plaisir encore plus longtemps grâce à une meilleure gestion de l'énergie. Avec la Fritzbox 7530 AX, profitez du meilleur Wi-Fi à la maison.
Wow.
Wait, is that a phone? Look at the performance, the graphics. That thing's a gaming machine. A new challenger. Is that Faker? That man's a gaming legend. Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. And here we go.
Hi, my Oh my god.
Ich bin der Nickel, ich bin 18 Jahre und ich bin aus Lützeburg.
Hi, my name is Barry. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Luxembourg. Meine Gamer-Nummer ist Vandin. Ich bin 19 Jahre alt, gleich 20, Lützeburger.
Hij is bekannt als Silent Voice. Hij is 21 jaar oud in Japanese.
Known in-game as Thaddeus, and I'm 20 and from Germany.
My name is Akali, I'm 19 years old, almost 20, and I'm from Luxembourg.
D'ici-Man, j'ai l'âge de 16 ans et j'ai la nationalité hongroise.
Moi c'est Magique, je suis de nationalité portugaise et j'ai 19 ans.
Globally, it's around 7K, 6K-ish.
My best global finish was around 5,000 ranking, which I achieved in 2022. I'm still trying to do better than that.
502.
59e mondial.
23rd in the world.
C'est la première fois que je participe au Post-Esports Masters car l'année dernière, je ne pouvais pas participer car j'avais 15 ans.
I participated 3 times, that's the 4th time now. The last season, luckily I won. Now I'm trying to win again and defend my title.
This is my second participation at the Post Esports Masters. It is the only real Luxembourgish esports league that we have for Clash Royale. So I took on that opportunity and I'm very proud of it.
Alors moi c'est ma 3e participation, donc la première saison j'ai également fini meilleur joueur de la saison. La 2e saison je n'ai pas participé puisque j'avais une démotivation et la 3e saison je suis revenu en force et encore une fois terminé meilleur joueur de la saison.
Das wären der Sagato und der Crazy Wolf, also die haben aber Flores quasi die ganzen Qualifiers durchgespielt.
Moi je pense que D'ici-Man nous a impressionnés en ayant battu le fameux Berry, un vice-champion du Luxembourg. Il a sorti grand jeu.
Probably my teammate Benzin and actually managing to put Magic, a very good player, into the loser bracket, which impressed me actually quite a bit.
Also ich spiele gerne Cycle Decks, Risky Plays, wo ich einfach direkt verlieren kann.
My main deck is Lava Hound, which I'm very known for.
Chill player, getting along with pretty much everyone. That's what really marks me as a player, not necessarily my playstyle. I just play everything.
Ich bin bekannt wahrscheinlich für mein Lockbait-Deck. Ich bin noch Co-Leader am Royal Family Community Clan und darüber bin ich besonders stolz.
Ich passe mich oft ohne Gegner an, spiele von Beatdown zu Control zu Lockbait, alles eigentlich. Ja. Obviously Black Pearl, he is really dominant throughout the entire season. He will be the most problematic player.
It's a hard question. I think the best opponent is gonna be Black Pearl, but I'm pretty sure that I can win every best of 5.
Black Pearl, who has made a flawless season last year.
Probablement les top 4 de l'année dernière et aussi Magic.
Je pense déjà les top 4 finalistes de la saison dernière et puis D'ici-Man peut me faire peur, Berry également et un nouveau joueur, Giuliano il me semble.
Well, obviously it's me. Why are you even asking the question?
Die coolste, das ist bei weitem der Magic.
Du gehst auch keine spezielle Organisation, das ist natürlich cool. Von den Spielern her, ich meine, die sind alle ganz cool Leute und interessant, gegen die zu spielen.
Probablement Magic.
Si on sépare de moi, je dirais probablement les membres de la Royale Family, donc D'ici-Man, Berry, Nickel et également Thaddeus.
Maar het zijn al gute, cool Leute gewesen.
Thaddeus being followed by people like Black Pearl and Magic probably.
Definitiv der Magic. Oder ein Thaddeus, die zwei sind relativ toxisch.
Ja, da geht nicht mehr eine Antwort, es gibt so einen Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, ja, aber definitiv gute Spieler. It's Thaddeus.
Thaddeus et Magic.
Thaddeus quand même, qui a un sacré dossier.
Honestly, I would say myself. I'm always complaining about Supercell. That's why I would say I'm the most toxic on Twitter.
Ich meine, du schwätzt nicht für ganz viele Leute das letzte Update, was kann was?
Wenn ich etwas anderes müsste, wäre wahrscheinlich das nächste Update.
Probablement l'update qui va venir le lundi.
Take the game back, like in the beginning of 2020. Like that was the best period of the game.
Boah, du musst in mehr als eine Sache ändern, für so.
Changer les développeurs de jeu, toute la team, parce qu'ils font un peu n'importe quoi sur le jeu.
Ich wünsche just jeder viel Glück.
Yeah, good luck to every player. I think you will need it if you face me. Auch wenn ich letztes Jahr nicht gespielt habe und ich 2 Monate von gut Clash Royale gespielt habe, soll ich mich nicht unterschätzen.
Trying to win, and I'm looking forward to that, and I think that I can defend my title for sure.
I wish everyone a very entertaining league for fair competition. I want to thank my team, Zero Gaming, for having me here. Mental Ghost, who has been helping me a lot as preparation for this season. We'll see you in the league.
Si on a la chance de participer dans un tournoi comme ça, on doit essayer, avoir de la chance. Et je me remercie à mes parents qui m'ont laissé à participer dans ce tournoi.
Carry 'em on, just look at the boards. I had to show up and ball to settle the score. All the lights are beaming down when I'm in the arena. I pulled up in the octane, boy, this ain't a Beamer. Real slick, whipper, made another hitter. Certified winner, that's where did my night differ. Pockets on, swole, flipped on the mode. Running up the score, girl, I look like goals. Running it up, run it. Kick. I put in the work for the crown. It's fit for a king. I'm covered in gold and rings. The diamonds of V's. Real slick, whipper, made another hitter. Certified winner, that's where did my night differ. Pockets on, swole, flipped on the mode. Running up the score, girl, I look like goals. Running it up, run it.
Of Luxembourg to shine. It is time for the newcomers to rise, and it's definitely time for the Post Esports Masters Season 4 in Clash Royale. My name is Tim, aka Chaoscast. I am your host and caster for this series, but I am not alone for sure. By my side is the one and only and the wonderful Luca. Hi!
Hello, Tim. Thank you so much for the nice introduction. Today is the 22nd April 2023 and the start of the first week of the Post Esports Masters Season 4, like I said it. Wow,
Season
finally,
4.
The wait was so long. Like, seriously, it felt so long apart from this season. So I'm glad we get to see some great Clash Royale gameplay again, and our truly, like our viewers have something to spend this Saturday evening with.
Yeah, as I said, it's incredibly fourth season already. I mean, can you imagine that we're doing this the fourth year already?
Easy.
It is fantastic. And fantastic for sure are the 16 players that have registered and that are qualified for this season number 4. And for sure, we will tell you all about those players in a second. But before, we need to talk real quick about a huge amount, about a huge prize pool we got this season. Maybe, Luca, you want to take us away and talk a little bit about the money those players can win this season.
So once again, our sponsors helped us generate that like this huge amounts of money for our prize pools. So big shout out to Post, first of all, as is in the name, Post Esports Masters, Samsung, Fritz, and Creative Studio for helping us create such lovely shows for you guys.
Oh, yes.
So big shout out to them. And the money is this time divided again, top 4 that will play later on the GX in October. But the first place will get 1,900 euros. Second place, 1,450. Third place was 700, I think.
600 on my sheet.
600, sorry. And then the fourth place gets 350. And the rest will be divided for the other players over the season. So you have one time the finals prize pool and the season prize pool.
Yes, the finals prize pool and the season prize pool, that's very important because if you get, for example, the first place in the season, then you get an immediate prize pool of 500 euro, but you have to win the finals as well. Yeah. And that's the big point. That's where the big prize pool lies. And for sure, we got an MVP, the most valuable player again. And this will, for this season, be the player with the most wins. So not with the most turret destroyed, with the most wins. So it's very important to get every single win because the MVP is getting another $100 on top. And that's it for the prize pool. And now I would say it's before we go to the champions, to the players, we need to talk a little bit about Clash Royale. Yeah. So maybe, Luca, can you tell us real quick for new players out there, what is Clash Royale?
Of course, Tim, don't you worry about that. I like to compare Clash Royale a bit with interactive chess. So you have 3 towers on your side of the field, the same as your opponent. And then you build up your own deck, which is composed from 8 cards. There are like 109 cards in total, I think. So you can have different styles of decks, different speeds, types, whatsoever. So this is why I'm saying interactive. You can change everything. It's always you act and then have to react on your opponent. And then the player with the most towers still on the field in the end wins.
Yeah, that sounds not that intense. It's not so hard. Why is this game a good esports game? I mean, there has to be something more with more depth, something with more strategics, because as you said it sounds pretty simple. But is it that simple, Luca?
Not at all. So in the ground scheme, of course it sounds simple. Just play a troop and hopefully destroy the tower. But the players were able to evolve the mechanics and the interactions of the game to a point where really pinpoint precisions and like 0.1 second can make a difference on how you're able to defend troops from your opponent. And this is why Clash Royale is a super nice, fast pace, since the rounds always end up to go maximum 5 minutes. This is why it's such a great esports game. It's lovely to see it as a caster because there's always something to talk about. There are no droughts whatsoever throughout the game. There's always action, action, action. And yeah, this is why Clash Royale has actually been able to withhold so long in the scene.
Mm-hmm. So because the funny part is, like, if you think about a typical strategic game, you have the archers, the cavalry, and the pikemen. Yeah? The cavalry is strong against the archers is strong against the pikemen is strong against the cavalry, and so on. You got this little triangle of who is countering which one. But the Clash Royale, as I said it, we got so many cards, so many different spells, units, troops, so many stuff that's going on. It's going to be amazing. It's especially amazing because we got a lot of great people competing in this season 4, 16 in total we talked about, and there are many names we already know from the last seasons, but there are for sure some new names as well. So Luca, maybe you can first of all tell us who's of those players we know from the last season.
So of course, players we know from last season are our last top 4. So we're talking about P2, Thaddeus, Lucas, and Xene. All these 4 players were in the last top 4 and actually immediately qualified for this season, so didn't have
I
to
think
play in the qualifiers.
Lucas. I think Lucas'
Lucas
name
was Black
last
Pearl.
season was Black Pearl. Yeah.
Well, for people, if you have them confused, Lucas is the same, like they're the same person. And interesting though is we have, like you said, also a lot of familiar names through the qualifiers with Magic, a Luxembourgish player that just got, like, I think 2 weeks ago, he got an award actually for being the best Luxembourgish esports player in Clash Royale. Yes, so big shout out to him, congrats to him. Barry, a name that I played against in my esports times, like 4 or 5 years ago. He did a long break with school and everything, and it's really good to see him again because I know what he's capable of. And I know when he's able to spend time on the game and actually train and prepare, he can be one of the best in the league. Then,
Okay, that sounds great.
Also interesting is DC Man, also around first time here for the Post Esports Masters. I think he couldn't compete earlier because of age, or like age-wise.
Oh, there we got a quick break. Ah, there he is again.
Am I
Hi,
back?
Luca.
Can you hear me?
It's always the same thing. The internet is still there, but maybe this is a very good point to talk about because, as you can see now, I'm sitting at home, Luca is at home. I'm living in Germany, Luca in Luxembourg. But for the finals in October 14th and 15th, we got the best experience you can get because then we will be live at the LGX in Luxembourg at the Lux Expo, and there we have no internet connection issues. We are live in the stage, and you can be there as well to cheer up your players, to cheer up the champions. So definitely make some red dots in your calendar. October the 14th and 15th, there will be the finals at the LGX, and it's going to be awesome. So, Luca, you talked about a little bit about the players we already know, but who of those players are the new players?
So, for example, players like Crazy Wolf 53, Zay Benzine is a player known in the Luxembourgish scene, but he was never able to actually qualify for such a tournament. So it's glad to see him putting in the hours and finally being able to show off the amount of work he has put in the game. Neckel, also a new player. I know the last name is a bit difficult. I'm looking at it. Prenapres. Prenapres. I'm sorry if I murder your name.
Interesting name, yeah.
But it's also interesting to see all the esports organizations that
yeah.
form. So, for example, we have from our Luxembourgish organizations, we have Royal Family Esports, we have Zay Gaming, and Rift also, which have signed 2 of the last 4 top 4 players. So it's interesting to see the different directions players go. But it's good to see Luxembourgish esports spread and evolve.
Yeah, as we talked in the beginning, it's time for newcomers to shine and to rise, and that definitely will be the case. So, and there's one more player I want to highlight a little bit because it's our first woman player in the series. I think it's the first woman in the history of the Clash Royale here at Post Esports Masters. It's Lunari. She managed to qualify herself for this event, and I am very much looking forward to see her because we will see her to play today on stream in game number 3, and that is the perfect introduction to our today's schedule because, as always, there are some amazing games for you, but in the breaks, there's waiting something for you. Luca, what is waiting for them?
So, through break 2, 3, and after the Masters of the Day game, you are able to actually win a $10 or euro Steam gift card for whatever you want. Either for now, maybe a CSGO case, maybe new small game. I don't know, you decide. I don't question you and I don't judge you. But you can actually enter a small mini game, a marble mini game, where you just have to type in exclamation point play, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Exactly. And then you're just in the game already. And lucky marble that finishes first place after the race will win a €10 Steam gift card.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. And now I would say we take a quick look about our 2 days matches because we have in total 5 games for you out there. The 5th one will be our Masters of Today, our so-called best match. Because, very important for you guys, this is a season. In the season, you have different matches you have to play throughout one. Oh, it's already starting.
Yeah, then we have game 1.
Okay, I think we have to talk about the season a little bit later because we are a little bit behind. We're just talking too much, Luca. This is the first game of the day. It is Lucas against Barry. It is our German, I think, champion against Barry. It's very interesting because those players are great in the game. And now you can see for the first time today the actual gameplay.
And now we have, again, immediately both players playing Mortar, an archetype that is super strong at the moment. Like really ridiculous how much you can actually pull out of this card because it's pretty beefy for just 4 elixir. There's some pretty interesting interactions that maybe you will see later on with the game. But yeah, Mortar, one of the most used archetypes at the moment right now.
Yes. Very important for you guys. You can see all those different cards, and every player has 1 ban per match. So in one best of 5, they can ban 1 card, and this card is not allowed to be played by either of those players. And for this game, it is the Phoenix card and the Graveyard. So very important because especially Skeleton King down there is a card you want to play together with the Graveyard very often because it's pretty strong. But right now we can see left hand push coming in, but a nice clear with the lock and with the Prince.
Definitely. And like you said, the interaction with the Skeleton King and the Graveyard is actually pretty funny because in theory you have 2 graveyards on the field when you spawn this ability. In general, right now what you have to say about champions are that they are ridiculously strong. The amount of value they bring to your game, because in Clash Royale, as you can see,
he's alive!
Cards. Oh, okay, there was a small misplay, like a time misplay by Lucas. Nothing major, but still like 300 damage. It shouldn't have been dealt.
Yeah, because the Dark Goblin managed to stay alive against the Miner. That was very important. So now the Flying Machine is coming in to get rid of the Miner and the Mortar. But as we can see, the Rascals in front and in the back line. There's the next Miner. This time getting countered by the Archers. So this game is going on. But as we can see, as you said, left-hand side from Lucas isn't looking that great because there's already a lot of damage coming by Barry.
Absolutely. And the thing is, it's pretty hard for Lucas to actually break through. Now maybe on the right hand side, but if he would be able to snipe away the Dark Goblin, that could be huge! Cannon card on the tower, Fireball is coming in,
and the damage is there.
So well played by Lucas.
Nothing.
To be in. What a shame.
Nothing to do there from Barry because Barry tried his best. He did a good job, but Lucas' push was too perfect. The cannon card with the connection, the damage was too high. And now we can see 3 seconds left. The tower's already gone. And this does mean the first game is going to the side of Lucas.
Congrats to him for the first win for the Post Esports Masters Season 4. So first of all, congrats to that. A pretty emotional moment. Well,
not totally the first win, because that was exactly what we were talking about. This is so pretty fast right now. This is a season, and in the season we have in every week different matches to play, and only 5 of those matches will be on stream each Saturday. Every other game is played off stream. So for example, Sagato already played his games for this week. He already got 3 games and he won 3 of them. So it's right now on place number 1 of the actual standings. But you can check it out always, because if you go on the Post Esports Masters website, these there you can see on the Clash Royale tap the actual standings. Right now they are not up to date, but they will be up to date tomorrow, and then you can get the actual standings. And with that, we go to the second game, Barry against Lucas.
Well, it's also interesting to say both players are currently at 2 games played and 2 wins. So this will decide who will come either same amount of points with first place, or will actually fall down until the 5th or even 6th place. So it's actually a lot on the line here, because we know the season points do matter in the end.
Yes, that's for sure. On the left-hand side, we can see now a big counter against the Lava Hound, because the Infernal Dragon does more damage with every second he's connected. And against the little puppies, he's not that effective anymore. But as we can see, he got the Lava Hound off the tower without getting too much damage over there. But as we can see, the Electrical Dragon with his beam can interrupt the Infernal Dragon, and that's a pretty huge card in this game. And as we can see, Lumberjack Loon, this is one of my favorite decks to play.
He will probably also have Tornado, Bowler, and Freeze. So we could see some crazy Freeze plays. But Lucas does have pretty good answers to Barry's Loon. So we have to see. Barry could make some crazy plays here though.
Yes, and we can see the Bowler's already on the battlefield, but the Bowler will get countered by the Infernal Dragon because I think the Bowler can only attack ground minions.
Yes.
So the air unit is quite safe. But as we can see, Infernal Dragon is counting Infernal Dragon, and as we can see,
okay.
Infernal Dragon connected each other, so now this game is going interesting, but the Valkyrie is there to distract the Bowler, so no damage on the tower yet.
But I don't know, it's actually hard for both players to connect. But again, we see Lucas knows extremely well how to pressure. Ooh, and there could
the arrow is not perfect, Lumberjack connected.
On the tower, this is a lot of damage. What was that now? 1,000 damage and maybe even the bomb on tower? Okay, no. Bomb stayed out.
No bomb. Good graveyard over there. Very important to have a building in your deck because if the enemy is going for the Royal Giant, the Lava Hound, Balloon, you need something to get rid of. You need something to distract these units. So very good that you have to play. Oh, it's Loon against Loon. Look at that.
And the thing is, Barry played all of his air counters out. He has to freeze it now. Yeah, there we go. Very good defensive freeze. He had no other choice. This shouldn't be a hit.
The bomb will connect, but it's only the bomb.
Last second save.
Now we can see.
Everything is on tower now.
That's pretty insane. The Lumberjack is striking down. The Loon is now getting raged up. You have to use the fireball defensively, but this could be the tower. 140 is enough. It is enough. This is the game for Barry.
Well done by Barry. Barry was able to pressure Lucas so hard and so often that Lucas couldn't play his main win condition. So Barry made it extremely hard for him to even try to set foot into the game. Barry had this in control over the whole time.
And that's very nice because if you guys remember back to season 3, we had so many 3-0 stomps on stream. And now the first game starting off with 1-1 already. That's hyping me up right now. That's a very good, good view over the day because I hope that we will see many close matches, many close games over there. And therefore we have the best of 5 format. So every single match will be a best of 5 and then you get if you manage to get 3 wins, you get the 1 win for this match, and that's the 1 win that is the most important one to climb up the actual leaderboard.
But question to you, Kaz. After seeing now the first 2 games, who do you think will in the end be victorious, Lucas or Barry? Like, what is your guess after seeing what you saw just now?
I mean, this is kind of difficult to say because I know both players now over several seasons. My opinion in general was always Lucas is the more all-round player because Lucas is very good in attacking and very good at defending. This game, Barry managed to get his Loon a little bit off a little bit better, but I think that maybe now in the next game Lucas will strike back. So I go with Lucas in the total win over here.
Agreeable, I'm not gonna lie. Barry has been away for a long time. So it could either be an advantage for him, so people would underestimate him, since he wasn't playing active for such a long time. Or, again, he didn't have that much time to train like other people that stayed with the game all this time. Nice Archer hits there. Already
as the Magic Archer connected. That's very important, but the Dark Prince is there for the cleanup. As we can see, 500 damage already been done. Nice fireball, but the Giant last second, so the Wizard is still alive, and this is a little bit of a tilter, because now Lucas has to do something against it, and a huge push coming in with the Prince in the backline, but the Skeletons for the defense. Last second, I think the Lumberjack will now clear off the Giant.
A small misplay there by Barry with the Mega Minion that was played too high. As you can see, the Ram Rider, the win condition that Lucas is using, has the ability to slow down troops tremendously. Barry played the Mega Minion too high up, got slowed down, the Ram Rider ran through it, and the Mega Minion was just standing there in the air not knowing what to do.
Yeah, that's the point. I mean, the toxic thing about Ram Rider is that the Ram Rider is so easily to play against so many cards because The little boulder he is throwing is slowing the cards, and that's very annoying to play against. But right now, this game is looking kind of okay for both players, because Barry got some damage off, Lucas got the damage off of the Ram Rider. I think next time Barry will be more aware of. So this game is going to get very interesting. For now, the Electric Wizard is again countering the Infernal Dragon, and now going for the next beatdown push together with the Giant and the Minion.
So Barry is playing... Ooh, with Rage! Okay, this is new. I thought he would rather
Rage?
play it with... Yeah, Rage with his change.
Look at the Giant!
Ooh, this
Connection
was
is
a lot of
there.
damage. And now
Nice
the
fireball.
miner will get ignored nearly. Skeleton will get some chip damage off.
Yeah!
But
That was
Barry's
a
back
nice
in the game.
push.
He's even
Nice
in
push.
front. By exactly 100 HP is Barry leading this game right now. And it's slowly but surely overrunning Lucas push for push.
Normal Prince, Dark Prince, all coming in. The next range spell is now on the battlefield. This could be a huge push coming in. The Ram Rider for distraction. Nice fireball value. 4 units got hit, and he is able to clean it up. So Lucas again, the defense is standing.
Oh, but what could Barry's last spell be? Is either a big spell, so for example Fireball, but he should have used Fireball already. I rather think it's Arrows here. Last card by him. Mystic Lucas?
I mean,
yeah?
it should be a spell. It should be a spell, right? Because there's no damage spell yet shown by Barry.
The only small damage spell that deals like 40 or 60 damage is the rage spell, but this is, you can't call it a proper spell.
Or the Giant is getting rid of. Nice defense again by Lucas. Barry is trying his best, but the defense is too strong. The miner on the backline, but now he's facing again. A double lumberjack push. One connected. Insane! How could that happen? That the lumberjack connected over there?
The lumberjack just did it, like the lumberjack ran towards the Dark Prince and turned around last second, running through the tower. The 1 HP lumberjack.
Insane. I mean, you can't tell about Barry used the miner offensively while he had this huge push coming in. Maybe he should have used the miner defensively, but in the end, I think that wasn't plannable, that the lumberjack is going, nope, tower, and I now hit the tower. That was a little bit weird. It seemed like, for me, it seemed like a little bug, but I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes when you play the cards really low and it has to run up, it's the same thing with buildings. Sometimes cards don't really know, because it's really the same space between card left and right, which one to go, so they can't decide immediately. And then you have these weird turns. But I don't know. I think Barry is biting his tablet right now.
And that's exactly what I want to talk about, because, by the way, Clash Royale is playable on like a normal mobile device, like my little smartphone over there, or you can play it on a big iPad, on a big tablet, or something like that. And it's very interesting, because we talked to some of the players last season, and it's very interesting because some are preferring little smartphones like this one to play everything pretty fast. Some are preferring the big tablets to play pixel perfect. So that's very interesting, because I think every single player is playing this game on a different device, and that's quite interesting for me.
Okay, game 4 now, Barry against Lucas, and Lucas now able...
Oh, Match Crown!
Yes, Match Crown!
Match Crown, oh, my favorite word of the day.
Game.
Match Crown game for Lucas. So now it's going on. As right now, I see a pretty cheap deck by Barry, Miner, the Bats, the Fisherman, the Goblins. Maybe this could be a nice cycle deck.
Getting the King Tower. So it's Mortar against... This, I would have said Royal Giant, but the Miner and the small things don't make that much sense for Royal Giant, especially the recruits, but I don't know, weird. Okay, Barry...
Maybe Hoggies with the recruits?
Ooh, that could very well be. That could very well be.
We will see for sure. Now it is the Skeleton King. We remember back, the Skeleton King is the card Lucas won the first game with. So maybe he's going again with this very strong champion. As we talk about those champions, every deck can obtain one champion. And you said we will nearly see every single deck with a champion.
Yeah, and this is actually something I just wanted to talk about. It's pretty interesting to me that Barry hasn't used a single champion yet. Not a single one. Because for the people at home, champions are not just strong cards with special abilities, they actually change the whole structure of your deck. You can always only have one champion in your deck and only one champion at the time on the field. And so instead of usually having a cycle of 4 cards, so you have to play 4 cards until you get the card you played at the first time, now just has 3 card cycle. So you can cycle through your win conditions way quicker, which makes the 3 card cycle just incredibly strong.
Yeah, that sounds great. For now, we can see that both players are still maybe waiting for the overtime, because in the overtime you get extra elixir, and with more elixir you can place more cards faster, quicker, more often, and that's the way many decks are made to play around. For now, we can see left side defended with the poison, right side defended with the lock. Very nice defense by Barry. It is a tough nut to crack here for Lucas.
Definitely, and the thing is, Barry always has to use his poison spell against the minion horde. He doesn't have anything else against it. So Lucas knows this, and he knows exactly how to pressure Barry to put him in tough spots to be in, so he can use the most about his minion horde.
Yes. For now, the Fisherman is on the right-hand side together with the Royal recruits on the battlefield. There's the Hunter again as the defense against the Skeleton King. The Poison in the backline to get rid of the Mortar. Very nice played by Barry. And Lucas is trying again to get through, but he doesn't find the sweet spot yet. Miner coming in the battlefield, and now is the time for Barry to push and for Lucas to defend.
The thing is, Lucas also has so many answers against this Miner. Barry nearly has nothing besides the Hunter. And there you can see the amount of value this minion horde is able to contribute. And now with the mortar on the tower, it could become pretty hard for Barry to break through.
But the poison is for Barry.
The last shot was unlucky, and now with the minion horde once again, ability is going off. Hunter
oh, this looks great.
On the tower.
Lucas connected. This could be it. There is. I think that's the game. The Miner. One more cycle, one more errors. I think 2 more errors, yeah, and then Lucas got the game. And I think Barry does know that. Barry does know he needs to win with this push, else he loses this series against Lucas. Right now we can see the next push coming in, Royal Recruits together with the Fisherman, but there he is, the Skeleton King on the right hand side, triple elixir phase. He can now spam out his spells. He just needs to defend a little bit, and then he can finish off the right Princess Tower of Barry.
Okay, is he not even trying to spell cycle? So Lucas trying to really say, you know what?
Magical Archer.
Magical
Archer.
Oh man!
I've seen it. I've seen it going. That's the first match of the day. And Lucas is able to win against Barry with a nice 3-1 after only 4 games. This series is over already. Well played.
Well played by both players. Barry was in extremely tough situations. Lucas just played it so well. But wow, in the end, especially, I'm 100% sure Lucas was sitting at his tablet or iPhone with a linear or a geo rectangle, calculating exactly how to place his Magic Archer for these connection shots.
That was nice, yeah, definitely. And I mean, the Magic Archer is sometimes a little bit tricky because it can be a tilter, yeah? It can hit that direction, or in the middle towards the tower. This time it was lucky for Lucas because the Magic Archer connected to the tower, to the clean shots, and he got rid of it. As you talked about, he didn't even use his arrows to cycle through. He went the safe way because with the actual cards, with the troops on the board, he was able to defend and push at the same time, and that's how Lucas got this last game.
And I think this sets the general atmosphere for the post Esports Masters Season 4 perfectly.
Yes. Great. Lucas is now climbing up the leaderboard. He is now with Zagato together at the first place. 3-0. 3 games played, 3 wins. But we will now take a deeper look at our next match of the day, and it will be after the next break, Neckel against Didi. So what can you tell us about those 2 players, Luca?
Neckel actually a player that's new to the post Esports Masters, a Luxembourgish player. So hopefully we can see some great gameplay by him. I would love to see it, to see Luxembourgish players being able to perform and just have a great time here. Didi, I think he's from Belgium. I'm not 100% sure, but a player we have seen actually last season, who was known a lot for his Hawk Rider, Royal Hawks Bridge Spam deck. So let's
Okay,
see
very
if he was
interesting.
able, let's see if he was able to actually change his deck pool, or is still the old Diddy we know.
That's very interesting. But I would say we are ready. We are done now with the first match. So maybe Luca, what do you think about a quick break?
I would definitely say we can go for a quick break.
Nice. 10 minutes from now on. See you soon.
De nos jours, outre les smartphones, portables, télévisions et consoles de jeux, toujours plus de périphériques domotiques sont conçus pour une utilisation sans fil. Une situation parfaite pour le Wi-Fi 6. En effet, la nouvelle norme Wi-Fi, connue également sous le nom de Wi-Fi AX, permet de bénéficier d'une performance maximale, et ce, pour de nombreux appareils connectés simultanément. Les nouveaux procédés assurent une meilleure efficacité, une plus grande vitesse du Wi-Fi et augmentent également la portée. Pour vous, cela signifie que vous pouvez profiter d'un streaming sans interruption, d'un son cristallin pour la musique, et que vous pouvez surfer et jouer en ligne à une vitesse ultra rapide, tout ça en même temps. Mais ce n'est pas tout. Comme le Wi-Fi préserve la batterie de vos périphériques mobiles, vous pouvez faire durer le plaisir encore plus longtemps grâce à une meilleure gestion de l'énergie. Avec la Fritzbox 7530 AX, profitez du meilleur Wi-Fi à la maison.
Wow. Wait, is that a phone? Look at the performance, the graphics. That thing's a gaming machine. A new challenger. Is that Faker? That man's a gaming legend. Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. And here we go!
If you missing me, these days I can't fucking sleep. It's bad, I'm out here living dreams. If I send this text of mine, shawty, is you down to slide? Don't say not tonight, cause you be busy, tell another lie. I done seen this thousands of times. I retype like thousands of lines. We done did this thousands of times. So I ain't tryna choose another time. Shawty, tell me now if you be really tryna slide.
Surreal.
Feeling like I'm on a battlefield, I've been now on. First you tell me that you finished, then you said you wanted more. Every day is something different with you, tell me what you want. It's hard for me to reason when you barely wanna talk, cause I've been on the low and I've been hurting every day. No matter what the story is, I never get it straight. I keep on going back to you, but shit just ain't the same. I think it might be better if we went and parted ways. All discussions turn to arguments, you ain't the one I started with. Ain't no conversations without thinking that I'm bothering. I just hate the feeling, girl, I'm sorry, but I'm blocking it. Caught up in your cycle when I really want no part of it.
and all won't scrap. Can put us on safety, we pop like a strap. By the blow it, they hate it. By the chill, cause these girls overrated. They say that I'm flowing, they put me on playlists. I be rocking off white like I'm racist. I do what I want with my life with the matrix. Be too deep in my thoughts, I be jaded. Forget your opinion, don't need to be graded. I put in that work, they didn't see, but I waited. Gotta hop in the store and go make a song. By the blow, so they know we can make a bond. She be looking so bad without makeup on. By the hell, his watch call me Genghis Khan. Need my check, man, he always gon' run it. Brody capping his rap, he ain't done it. I can miss you, I'm chasing this money. You work for a goal and they start acting funny. Whenever change, I'm always with my dogs. Yeah, we can hang it for vibes enough. I be rhyming all the time, taking off. RPX, I be dripping like Voss. Yeah, we be choked till these people get loud. She a baddie from Apex, she liking my style. Me need me a show to go light in the crowd. We been turning up lately, so what's going down? I need my check, man, he always gon' remind. I had to bust out some raps for the one time. Think I'm flexing, I only do sometimes. I need a big gas on my wrist like it's lunchtime. I had to bust out some racks. Show me they fake so I can't get attached. I'm a Carolina boy, now we up on the map. But it's her, she a fan, I won't get on my lap. No, I'm the kid, it's just hop on the spaz on the trap. Never lying, they know that's a fact. I had to bust out some racks. A girl on my line, but I never be here in the back. Bust on the road, but I got back on track. Let me switch and I'm knowing the cap. I got back up so no one won't scrap. Can put us on safety, we pop like a strap.
So many thoughts I can't fit on the page. Fuck it, this shit, I'ma shit off the brain. She said she like how I put it together. I been ever so I step out like a plane. Yeah, we hit the block in the cheddar. I keep the door and came up off a stain. I'm just tryna see more honest. Jump out the porch, get it anyway. Like that from my father, he went federal. They had him sitting, he ain't had no day. For my body with toxins, need some medicine. That be the only thing he's in the pain. Say more money, more problems, just kept on my mom. Cause that money be making a way. And life in the game, but I'm moving with caution. I work hard and go pick up deposits and go make a play, ain't no pausing. Gotta make sure everything fall in play like some pollen. She looked me in my face and told me she all in. I fucked this up, bitch, she can't walk out her crawling. Like somebody passed me this ball and I'm ballin'. She sucked me again, think her memory jogging. Yeah, watch out, flocking with DK gon' run up the rest while these niggas be jogging.
I need my check, man, he always gon' remind. I had to bust out some raps for the one time. Think I'm flexing, I only do sometimes. I need a big gas on my wrist like it's lunchtime. I had to bust out some racks. Show me they fake so I can't get attached. I'm a Carolina boy, now we up on the map. But it's her, she a fan, I won't get on my lap. No, I'm the kid, it's just hop on the spaz on the trap. Never lying, they know that's a fact. I had to bust out some racks. A girl on my line, but I never be here in the back. Bust on the road, but I got back on track. Let me switch and I'm knowing the cap. I got back up so no one won't scrap. Can put us on safety, we pop like a strap.
Pull up two door on my lover. Do what I want, I'ma do it forever. Yeah. I want it all, nothing less. I could do what he do, but I'm doing it better. Yeah. Mix match the chrome with Marshall. I can say what I want, I don't fall for the drama. Nah. New girl, California. She be driving California. She want me like the vaccine. I made a check, didn't need no degree. I prove them all wrong, who didn't believe. Do it myself, I don't need no team. No kid, no scholar. Hey, made me go farther. You can say what you want, but I'm still unbothered. Go down, get back up. Do it all myself, don't need no backup. Back then, I cannot believe I called you a friend. Hit me up now, get left on red. Learn to forgive, but don't forget. Think about the future, past is dead. Live my
Welcome back to the Post Esports Masters Season 4. We are here again. Match 1 has already been played, but we are now down for Neckel against Diddy. And who are we? Of course, myself and the wonderful Luca.
Thank you again. Big kiss to you for the introduction. So now, Neckel against Diddy. The newcomer against the face that is already known in the post esports culture. But it's actually pretty interesting. Both haven't won a game yet. Neckel played one game, lost a game. Diddy played 2 games, lost both games. But you have to say, Diddy played against extreme strong players. He played against Black Pearl, we saw earlier on stream, and he played against P2, the number 2 from last year. And he was able to somewhat hold his ground against them. So I could definitely
Very
see
impressive.
him pulling out that win. But Neckel, a Luxembourgish player here, new. I would love to see him win. I always love a nice underdog story, don't you?
Of course. Yeah, it's very impressive because talking about the players from last season, I think Xene was very high as well. And right now, he's down at the 14th rank because he already only played one game and he lost his one game. So we take a deeper look on Xene. Right now, I know the players are ready. And this does mean the first match of Neckel against Diddy is going to start any second soon. But we can talk real quick now over the bands, Inferno Tower and Lightning. What do you think about those bands until the game is starting?
So Lightning is a pretty solid ban if you like to play the Queen, for example, or your opponent likes to play these, I don't know, Golem Lightning decks, maybe, especially, for example, Didi. I think Didi banned the Lightning. Maybe Neckel banned Inferno Tower. Neckel tried to play Golem, banning the Inferno Tower, but now has no real big spell. So it could be an interesting alignment. Both cards countering each other, low key. Okay, Didi starting here now with the Goblins, Neckel answering with the Lumberjack. So maybe Lumberjack Loon.
Yeah, Neckel here on the red side on the top of the screen, Diddy blue side on the bottom of the screen, and we can see Neckel here. He is part of the Royal family, Royal family right now. Nicely said. I'm just a caster. I can't really talk, you know. Okay, Neckel is part of the Royal family, and he is going in this game against the Diddy. And Diddy is starting off with Earthquake and with Flock, so he could go for a nice cycle in the overtime.
And I don't know what... Okay, Neckel probably had a really, really bad cycle, so he didn't play anything. That's why he nearly leaked Pen Elixir. But okay, it looks like there we have it again, Royal Hawks. Something that Didi is known for. Oh, the tornado nearly failed.
Nice activation.
Activated King Tower.
So, and there we have one of the new cards. I mean, new not for you guys, I know, but one of the newer cards, it's a Phoenix. And the Phoenix is very interesting because now he's about to die, but you can see there's a little egg on the battlefield. And only after the egg is getting killed, the Phoenix is dead already. Because if you don't kill the egg, the Phoenix will rise from the ashes again and will start flying again. So make sure to always get rid of the little egg. And as you can see, the Elixir Pump in the backline for Neckel. Very interesting deck choice right now.
No, I actually was right. Neckel banned the Inferno Tower to play Golem. There the Golem is. But now we have to see, okay, good pressuring from Didi. He knows the Golem was just played behind. I can play offensive and get the tower.
And that's a tower.
And Neckel will lose his tower and go all in on the right side. Hopefully for him, tower trading.
I mean, the Goblins, they're there. Now the Barbarians, they're perfect counter against the Golem. But as we can see, the E-Dragon is doing the stuff. But look at the Golem dying already. Of course, yeah, the little mini Golems coming off. But it's not looking that great for Diddy because Neckel, he is pushing in very hard for Diddy to defend. But the Earthquake, nicely done. Nice value over there. The E-Dragon is a little bit toxic. But this, wow. Nice defended by Diddy.
I thought Diddy has lost his tower already like 20 times. I don't know how this man was able to continue to defend like this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spell used there by him to slow everything down. And I don't know if the Golem was the best play from Neckel because he had to play more aggressive. As you can see, he had only 20 seconds. The Golem was too slow. And this should be 1-0 Diddy. Both players did a great job.
And that's the problem with the Golem deck, because Golem is for sure the grandfather of beatdown. But the problem with Golem is it is a quite slow deck. So you need to get your elixir, you need to get the Golem running, and playing against the deck with a 4 elixir cost Hog Rider, with the cycle over the log and the poison, it is very hard to get the Golem going. As you've seen, nice defense by Diddy as well. I mean, Neckel tried his best and it was a pretty good push, but Diddy was, I think, in this game with the better deck choice because he had a faster deck. He could end the game before before the 3 minutes were off, and that would be the timing where the Golem deck would be awesome as well. So this one is going to Diddy, but it doesn't mean that the second game will go to Diddy as well.
And actually, something that's pretty interesting, as you said, Diddy made the right choice by his deck. And this is something that defines Clash Royale Esports. Being able to predict your opponent, being able to read your opponent, and structure your deck accordingly. This is 80% nearly of the whole win. Like of the whole season.
Look at the queen.
Yeah, the first queen we see today. Queen got nerfed to death.
Yeah. You told me the queen is off. Nobody's going to play the queen. Now we can see Diddy going for the queen. Very interesting choice. And again, the Phoenix for Neckel.
Also pretty interesting deck choice here by Diddy. Spawners. It is questionable, I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I think we all know the spawner players on ladder. But in competitive esports, everything is allowed. Every deck type, as long as the card isn't banned, is allowed. And there we have Lava Hound against Spawners. Good pushing on the left hand side, making pressure, either getting the left tower or forcing out Elixir. Now he's forcing out the Elixir and is getting Neckel's tower. So a
Really?
situation for him.
Really big play here by Diddy. What a great choice going over there on the left-hand side. The tower is gone. Lava on the right-hand side is getting defended by Ease. And this is Diddy. This could be the second win for him today. But as you can see, the balloon on the left-hand side needs to get answered. Right now, there's only the Princess Tower firing at it. And oh no, the mispositioning!
He should have just played
the furnace
in the... Actually, if he would have played the oven in the loon wouldn't have get any hit. But it's okay, he's still in an amazing situation. He was able to pressure Neckel so far that he couldn't either commit to his push or would get 3 crown. So well read by Diddy the situation. And it could very well be that Diddy will outgrow his lead and will go on further with a 2-0.
Yes, right inside, next pusher by Diddy. As you can see, those spear goblins far too easy. They're joining in the next goblin against on the battlefield as well. Now the Lava Hound is getting all those shots in. He's trying his best to get through. But this deck of Diddy was again a very nice choice. Fireball with a good value. Queen is getting rid of. But the Lava Hound is dead already again. The poison spell by Diddy. Perfect defense. Left hand side is now the last chance for Neckel. And it seems like this balloon is getting through.
This balloon will get through, but Diddy is saying, you know what? I don't care about this tower. Let me just set up my next offense, get this chip temperature, and you can see it. He needs like 3 more spear goblin hits, maybe 1 bar barrel connection, and then a big spell, and he won.
Yep,
so Diddy is chilling right now. He has complete control over this game.
Yeah, and a Mega Knight now on the battlefield. The jump will be there. Fireball too late. Fireball too late, and that's the game. Mega Knight is about to finish this second game here for Diddy, and it's now 2-0 for him. So this does mean the next game will be match crown game, and Neckel is standing with the back against the wall right now, and he needs to think about a different strategy for the next game.
Definitely. He now has played twice beatdown. Diddy, a player that is known to know how to play against beatdown. He's pretty good.
Beats beatdown?
Yeah, he beats beatdown most of the times. You can say it also easy, I know. So maybe Neckel also needs to switch up his deck pool, play something faster, something quicker, something cheaper. But is he able to? Is the deck like this in his deck pool? We don't know.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look in this maybe last match of this series. Godspeed to both of the players. And it's starting off for Diddy with the Zappies on the battlefield. Zappies, very interesting card because every little of these machines can the opponent. And as we can see now on the Dark Knight, he's getting stunned for a short amount. And this is a nice time value you can get. As you can see right inside the Hoggies, nice damage on the tower already.
Now pump in the back. Usually Diddy is playing Fireball bait. Okay, no direct.
Giant skeleton.
And Neckel is once again playing Golem. So let's see if he's able to finally break through with a beatdown deck.
Phoenix again?
Yeah, Phoenix is one of the strongest cards. Maybe one of the as well.
But if you are playing in this series right now, you, Luca, if you would play this game and you already lost 2 games with Phoenix, would you play a 3rd game with Phoenix as well?
No, especially I wouldn't repick the Golem deck, because the Golem deck is something that is, in general, Golem hasn't been good for a long time now.
And look at the map.
Yeah.
Right-hand tower gone already after 1 minute. This seems for me like a La Balloon deck from the pacing, from the amount of how fast he can get the tower. And now it's again Neckel. He has the slow deck and he has to get through the tower right now. The Lumberjack is there to provide some help with the rage spell. But nice hook, the Fisherman, the King Tower activation, and I have to call it, I think this game is over.
What a beautiful defense by Diddy. Neckel tries to pump up again in the attempt to outgrow his elixir lead and then just overrun his opponent. But wow, I was 100% sure that Diddy would not be able to come out of this tricky situation. But he played this beautifully. That is art. This is Clash Royale for you people.
And the time isn't on Neckel's side because he has the slow pace stack and he has only 45 seconds left on the timer. And we can see Diddy, he's not stopping. He is willing to get another tower in this game. So he's pushing in with the flying machine, with the giant skeleton, and with the next Fisherman on the battlefield. Now a huge push coming in by Neckel. He's trying his best. Nice tornado to get all of the opponents together. But now the bomb of the giant skeleton is on the battlefield and will clean up. And this is again a nice defense by Diddy.
And there you can see just how much stuff actually survived this defense and how much stuff he has now to counter push. So Neckel doesn't even have a chance to get the power because he needs to defend his last one.
Diddy is truly on fire. As you can see on the right hand side, 5 seconds left. The clock is ticking, but this will be our first 3-0 match of the day here. Neckel against Diddy, and Diddy is able to get his first win against Neckel.
What a strong performance by him. Not gonna lie, Hut up, how a German would say. No, but really, you can see that Diddy did not waste any time over the off-season and trained his booty off the last few months because his gameplay is on point. His gameplay is on point. Strong first performance for Neckel as a player that's first time in an esports competition. You have to say he doesn't know how to deal with the stress, maybe he's really nervous. So let's give him some more time to adjust to his new surroundings, but huge respect to Diddy. Really just a strong performance all overall. But guys, now you have the chance to win this €10 Steam giveaway through joining with !play in the chat, and then you'll see the marbles on stream. The lucky marble that will finish at first place will win the Steam €10 card. After this, we will see the Seaman, a Luxembourgish player, against the German streamer Lunari, the first woman.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because Lunari, as we talked about, the first woman in this competition, but she already lost 2 of her 3 games, and the Seaman is really right now on the 6th place. So this could be a hard match, but we will see after the break. And Luca, you talked about the giveaway already. So guys, take a chance. Point those ! plays in the break, in the chat, so you can get the win. I mean, who doesn't say no? Or who does say no? 10 euro gift card. Take it away. And take it away is a very great point for you, Luca. Take it away to the break, please.
Exactly. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
De nos jours, outre les smartphones, portables, télévisions et consoles de jeux, toujours plus de périphériques domotiques sont conçus pour une utilisation sans fil. Une situation parfaite pour le Wi-Fi 6. En effet, la nouvelle norme Wi-Fi, connue également sous le nom de Wi-Fi AX, permet de bénéficier d'une performance maximale, et ce, pour de nombreux appareils connectés simultanément. Les nouveaux procédés assurent une meilleure efficacité, une plus grande vitesse du Wi-Fi et augmentent également la portée. Pour vous, cela signifie que vous pouvez profiter d'un streaming sans interruption, d'un son cristallin pour la musique et que vous pouvez surfer et jouer en ligne à une vitesse ultra rapide, tout ça en même temps. Mais ce n'est pas tout. Comme le Wi-Fi préserve la batterie de vos périphériques mobiles, vous pouvez faire durer le plaisir encore plus longtemps grâce à une meilleure gestion de l'énergie. Avec la Fritzbox 7530 AX, profitez du meilleur Wi-Fi à la maison.
Wait, is that a phone? Look at the performance, the graphics. That thing's a gaming machine. A new challenger. Is that Faker? That man's a gaming legend. Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. And here we go!
Wake up to a payday. See me going up, she yelling Mayday. I don't like you when I'm sober. Baby, it's all over. Wanna hop inside the road. Too fine, you belong in the spotlight. Go out every night is a highlight. Dark times right now, you a sunshine. I changed my life when I got rid of problems. I changed my life when I added a comma. Flying to Vegas to meet at a conference. I'll take a risk and I'm confident. I'll face my fear and I'll conquer it. Don't get impressed by a compliment. I'm more impressed from all my accomplishments. More than my diploma. They gon' get sick of me just like Corona. I don't give a fuck, that's my persona.
She wanna kick it like Ronaldo. Flew her right out of the state on Monte Carlo. Pink slips, we don't even got a car, no. I've been drinking out this liquor in my sorrows. She wanna kick it like Messi. She be trying to text me. Nothing been the same since the day that you left me. Now I'm on top, I've been whipping in a Tessie. She been playing games, no scrimmage trying to test me. Wake up feeling moody, she just wanna use me. Story of my life, every day feel like a movie. I've been with a gang, walk around with them Thule. Air Force Ones on my feet, I've been coolin'. Smoking on that Doja, not cat, just Skittles. Tattoos on my body, I'ma rock it like it's riddle. She want ass shots, poke a hole like a dimple. Sticking to the call with the bros, keep it simple. And I ain't never need no soul.
Hello again, welcome back to the Post Esports Masters Season 4. We are already nearly halfway done with our first seasonal stream. And who is we? I'm for sure talking about myself and the wonderful Luca. Hi again.
Thank you, it's a pleasure. It's really again, it's so nice to be back. All in all, when I think about it, how we started, couldn't even grow a beard back then. Now I'm sitting here with a mustache on. Yeah, it's been 4 years now, and I'm just glad to be here sitting again with you.
You're so small. You were little children, so small. Okay, that's not for sure. You were bigger than me, and then you were bigger than me that time. But the funny thing is, we firstly met at the first finals. The PEM Season 1 finals was the first time that we met because the playoffs back then, I've casted with Sean Nathan from Royale Family Esports, and then for the finals, they flew in you. It was amazing.
Because I was actually back then a player. Then I didn't qualify for the top 4. I think I got like 7th place. And then, 16 you and me. It's like, hey, I think we're doing this now together.
Now you're 20, right?
Yeah, now I'm 20.
Oh,
crazy how
amazing.
fast the time goes by. But enough about us. Now, the C-Man, Luxembourgish, esports known person here against Lunare, a Clash Royale streamer. By the way, also, ganz quick reminder about the giveaway. Yeah.
Beanie.
Congrats! Beanie won the giveaway, the Marvel giveaway, the 10 €10 Steam giveaway. So congrats to him. Don't worry, guys. If you didn't win, we still do 2 more giveaways. Plus, there's also a giveaway with there you can see a pair of Galaxy Buds 2 Pro for free. So again, big thanks to all our sponsors, Samsung, Fritz, Cave Studios, and of course, Post, for making this possible and to giving back so much to you, the community.
Yes, talking about giving back and talking about money, maybe we do a quick roundup again about the prize pool, because there are 3 different ways for the players to win some prizes. First of all, there is the MVP. The MVP will be the player with the most wins in total in the series, and the MVP is able to get €100. Then we have, of course, the winners of this season. We have the first 7 places getting some money. For example, the 6th place getting €75, the 2nd place 350, the 1st place 500, and so on. And then we have for sure the finals back in or coming up in October, and there will be the 1st place crowned with €1,800 with €1,800. That is amazing.
It's ridiculous.
So there's a lot of money on the stake. There's a lot to come for the players, and for our one and only woman player in the series, it's Lunari, and you already started to talk about them because our next matchup will be DC Man against Lunari.
So both players are known in Clash Royale scene. Lunari is actually even a streamer for Clash Royale, so she's been playing the game for a long time. Same for DC Man, but it's tough. DC Man is a player I have seen play on other tournaments as well, and he performed extremely well. So I'm sure that he is also performing in the Post Esports Masters properly and is going to show up here. So it will be definitely tough for Lunari.
Talking about being tough, the tornado, the tough tornado time is over, because the tornado is being one of the 2 bands for the next match, and the second one are the Hoggies. So the 4 little piggies we've seen by Didi, I guess. No, I think Didi played the piggies in the 2nd game. So those are banned, and the tornado, and that's very interesting because the tornado is a very great card against the balloon, against many of the speed down strategies, and it's now gone.
I don't know, could very well be for maybe a minor or something, but let's see. We are ready though. I think the players are ready. It's just the game will come on live now for you. So DC Man against Lunari in game 1.
Yes, we got 1 minute left until we start. Then we have a nice timing, 10 minutes past 7. So as always, we got a nice schedule up for you guys. We got a long stream coming up, but as you know from last year, the players are not always with the schedule because the players are so fast. I mean, Clash Royale is a fast game. We've talked about it, but with the 3-0 Storm right there back last series from Diddy, and with the 4-1 before, and the 3-1 before, we are a little bit ahead of schedule. So we got time. That's why you can listen to Luca and my lovely voice a little bit more. And that's exactly the point we're talking about. And we've already talked about the Zeme and Lunari coming up match. We've talked about the bans. And now maybe we could talk a little bit about the actual meta right now in Clash Royale. Because Luca, I know you are one of the experts for the meta talk. So what can you tell us about Clash Royale meta in the actual place?
So the meta in general is very champion focused. Most decks are using champions because I talked about this prior. The 3-card cycle. So instead of a 4-card cycle, you only have the 3-card cycle with a champion on the field, which is just ridiculous. People are able to spam miners in the triple elixir time, spam double miners, double poison on the tower so quickly because it's crazy. You just need to spend like 3 elixir and you have the next miner. So this is something they maybe need to fix, or maybe need to nerf the champions to a point where they aren't so useful besides the 3-card cycle. But in general, we see Bridge Spam, Giant Skeleton, Royal Giant, a lot of minor poisons still, even with another minor nerf. And yeah, I'll be honest, DC Man has shown to like Bridge Spam decks. Lunari is rather like a beatdown player from what I've seen so far. So, I don't know. Both players for sure have contras and pros to them with the meta that they know.
Yeah, quite interesting because we talked about one of the key features of the game is the deck choice. Because if you were going to play a deck, for example, you only have ground units and none of these ground units is able to attack an air unit, and the opponent is going for maybe a balloon and an infernal dragon, you nearly have lost because you need something to defend against air units. So it's always very important to have well-rounded deck between the cards, between troops, between flying units, between spells, and between buildings, and that's very interesting. And there are some cards they were completely in meta back in the days. For example, the Night Witch. I remember back when the Night Witch was one of the strongest cards. Every deck was played around, and right now nobody's playing her anymore.
No, the Night Witch, because she's useless. She spawns the bats super slow. The bats are one shot. It's only 2 bats. At least the witch spawns 4 skeletons. And when the Mother Witch dies, there's nothing coming after it. So you spend 4 elixir, but the Mini Packer is stronger, the Valkyrie is stronger, Musketeer is stronger, Baby Dragon is stronger. But when the Night Witch first came out, like you said, you had people just playing Night Witch clone Mirror, and they just completely overran you. These were some good times.
Good old times. I mean, I don't know if those times are good, but in the end, I'm a League of Legends player, and yeah, as League of Legends player as well, you'd always talk about the good old days when everything were better. But if you really think back, okay, there was the season where this was broken, there was that card broken, there was the Night Witch broken, then there was, oh my gosh. And then you think about, okay, maybe it isn't all bad because some things are there for greater good. And we talked about, I think 2 days ago, that Supercell is trying to do some new stuff to the game. They're trying to give it some fresh wind. And you talked about it as well, that some things are working and some things are rather not that well rounded.
Yeah, so right now the Clash Royale community is a bit split up. They aren't really happy about the changes of the season pass, for example, because it got more expensive with even less value. Or the highest pass that has the same value as the pass before had, it costs now like 16 euros, and beforehand was 6 or 5 euros. So a high peak and trying to get more money out of the players.
The pay to win is
exactly
there. Maybe not pay to win, but pay to play. That's the point. Yeah.
And
but now
also,
we got sorry, Luca, to interrupt you, but now I got the information that the next game is about to start. So we are ready. We can talk a little bit more after this series, because we will now see the first game of the Z-Man against Ronari. We will see the first game of the member of the Royal family against the member of Big.
So will the
Berlin
Luxembourgish
International Gaming
player-
is big.
Berlin International Gaming. Okay.
Yes.
You always learn something
Big
new. I didn't know
is
this organization.
big is the not company. I don't know the actual name, but Big is in Division 1 of the League of Legends Prime League.
wow.
So they are right now in a very good team. And Lunari managed to get the contract there for the Clash Royale season. And that's very interesting as well. For now, we see the C-Man is down there on the blue side, Lunari up there on the red side. Big is a big organization. Akali, not the best joke I heard from you.
What did you write? I didn't read the chat.
Big is a big organization. Wow.
Okay. Okay.
Let's get back to the game. We see the giant skeleton on the battlefield already, and we can see the big bomb is coming up, and the bomb is doing a huge amount of damage, but the infernal dragon is there for the defense. Very good played right now, and we see the skeleton king again in this game, and the skeleton king for the Seaman.
And the Seaman playing here. Maybe Graveyard? Could be Graveyard. And it looks like Graveyard. Graveyard or maybe Royal Giant. And Lunari is playing Lava Loon, probably.
And the Valkyrie is a very strong card against the Skeleton King, so therefore I really like the choice of the Valkyrie. But right now she has to get something against the Infernal Dragon on the battlefield. Right now those skeletons are only there for this distraction, but distraction is a very good thing to hold the game alive. And now you can see the Infernal Dragon is getting cancelled now by Fireball. Very nice Fireball value over there, but still the Infernal Dragon of the Z-Man is on the field, but it's getting cleared up now.
So both players having to play very passively at the moment. You can't really do anything because they both know if I start pushing too soon, my opponent will just punish me for the elixir I wasted. So now we have the first lava hound. There's the graveyard coming in. The Skeleton King is completely charged up. There is the ability. So the second graveyard did go on the
But Valkyrie, Valkyrie and arrows.
Yo, there's so many skeletons in the back, plus the Skeleton King also splashed on the tower. And now
She tried the best, but the skeletons in the back, they crushed the neck. 557 HP left on this left-sided Princess Tower. For now, she's trying with the loon, but we can see the Seppies are perfect counter against the balloon. So I would say this game is simply won by the Seaman because of the counter matchup.
Yeah, definitely. The Seaman did pick there amazingly. Is this what I mean? Clash Royale is like, yes, so you also have strategic already picking the deck, what you want to play.
Yeah.
Because some cards are better against each other than others. So the Seaman here, first of all, perfect matchup pick, and also after this, perfect execution. I didn't think he made any major mistakes.
The next graveyard on the battlefield, the arrows already there to chip down, now the defensive arrows. But a Valkyrie in the backline, this time she was there, but as we can see, this time from the front, the skeletons are coming in. And this means this is the first win for the Seaman in this matchup against Lunari.
Against the Seaman, it was crazy. Lunari only managed to make 100 damage on the right-hand side. Only 100 damage, no more. So, what a strong first performance from the Seaman here in the Post Esports Masters. For the first time he's here. So
it's the first time here. It is his first time on stream, as well as the first time for Lunari on stream. But as we talked about, Lunari already lost 2 of her games. This would be the 3rd game she could lose right now, and this would mean she would climb down on the ladder. But I mean, this is only the first week, yeah. So very chilly, guys.
Everything can change.
First week, we have 5 weeks in total, so there's plenty of time for all the players to climb back up, and maybe she just having a bad start. We don't know, but for now, we need to take a look on the second game, because second game, second chance for the now to come back. This first game was simply decided by the counter matchup. Maybe for the second game, she is in the counter matchup, and this would be awesome.
But there we can see again the Seaman playing rather something like a control type deck that's a bit quicker with the cycle than a beatdown deck, and Lunari coming with the Lava Loon, so typical normal beatdown deck there. So both players playing in their comfort zones. Lunari noticed now if she's playing beatdown, she'll probably walk into a wall of defense. So she has to step out of the comfort zone. Is she able to do that? Is she able to find a way to outplay the Seaman? I don't know. But
do you remember my singing talent from last season?
Yeah, but I'm scared now. Now I'm scared.
It's just another big in the wall.
Okay, guys, I'm really sorry about Tim here.
Sorry, guys. I want to be serious with you, but I can't.
We-
Because
we-
it's
we-
starting again.
We need to study something then. If you want to sing,
I
let's study
am!
a song. No, let's study a song together. So I also know the
A
lyrics. I
song?
also know the lyrics. Then we sing together. We do a duet. Like an outro song. We make an outro song.
This is going to be very cringy. So, it's better for us that the second game is about to start. Now, back to the game, back to business. DC Man against Lunari, and we can see DC Man is already pushing in pretty early, but there's the Goblin Cage, and for me, the Goblin Cage is a very, very nice structure because you have the defense part, and then you can see the Goblin raging off and then destroying maybe the Musketeer. Unlock!
For me, I also really like the Goblin Cage. It's just a funny card. I like the concept of the Brawler. Like, we all know already, goblins are pretty sneaky guys. But having one that is so bad and so sneaky that he actually needs to be locked away. Pretty funny if you think about it.
Oh, and again. Not again, but this time the Zappies are there for Lunari. But look at the cards the Seaman is playing. I don't see the Zappy values. I think Zappies won't do anything in this game. Maybe the Mother Witch. This could be a great choice. Because now you have the little Hoggies for every target the Mother Witch is killing. The little Hoggy is there, and this time Lunari is able to get some damage off quite early. But the mighty Miner, is on the battlefield, and he can change his position by simply spending an elixir.
Because usually Lunari's deck is played with the Hoggies, the Royal Hogs, which are banned though. The Seaman is playing, I think, a Mortar deck. He's playing Mortar, his last spell should be Poison and Mortar, the last two cards. But I think Lunari has picked the ban card. I'm not 100% sure. You could also switch the Piggies with Royal Giant, then it would work. Okay, let's see. Let's see Lunari's last two cards. Pushing in
The Mortar's on the battlefield. The Poison as defense. So again, Luca is the big mastermind because he already told you about the Mortar and the Poison. That's why Luca is here. He's the mastermind of the game. That's it. So, the Zap is now against the Mighty Miner. That's for sure a good run, because the Mighty Miner is now, I think, useless completely. He's trying to change off.
And there's the ban card. Hoggies are banned, and the Seaman is writing good game.
Oh no,
Lunari, maybe the nerves got to her. She didn't think about the bans, because bans count for both players.
It can happen. It can happen.
It also happened to me already once, so I know.
Yeah, and last season, I think it was Black Pearl or something. You made it once as well, or Turtle back then. But now, this does mean this game is a free win for DC Man. So this game is already over, if you want to talk about. This is now a 2-0 for DC Man. It does mean now Lunari is with the back against the wall. And please, Lunari, for the next game, no Hoggies, no Tornado. They are banned.
But you have to say she did play this game.
Oh! She banned the Hoggies herself!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Yeah,
she banned them herself!
Then I think she does know the rule that Hoggies, like, the bans count for both players. But if you ban a card, you also cannot play that card, otherwise it would be a bit too unfair.
Yeah, maybe this can happen, but my gosh, this is the first week. It can happen. It is for sure not the best point for Lunari, because she had already a hard game against this E-Man. And now we can see, even though she's going for the Hoggies, this game is looking great for this E-Man, because he's just simply playing this game great again. So a very good player. The Royal family got themselves on.
Definitely.
Now again, the Hoggies on the battlefield.
Now
but we know.
Lockton family and the Royal Delivery.
And we know it's over.
He even activated it! What? I've never seen that kind of king activation. Never!
Okay.
Okay,
I did.
even I learned new things. Okay, I see. Nice.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless right now, because this game is over. We know it. The Mortar connected to the tower. Now the tower will fall together with the Miner and the Poison spell. There it is. The game is already done. So even though the Hoggy was played, the DC man was able to win the game in a normal way, I would say, because he doesn't even need a free win. He said, okay, she played the Hoggies. Maybe it was a mistake, but I simply play this game till the very end, and I get the win by myself. So right now it's 2-0 for the Z-Man against Lunari. And Luca, what do you think? What has Lunari to do?
So first of all, not play a banned card. That would be important to remember that bans count for both players, no matter who gives out the ban. And then, I don't know, she did play better with this archetype than with Ravaloon. I know that she sometimes plays Golem, but I wouldn't play Golem because Seaman is a really defensive player. She needs to play with Cycle decks, but I don't know if she knows, is what Brother said, if she's accustomed to them. Because if you have these slow defensive-minded players, you have to play super aggressive in order to force out errors, because otherwise they won't make any errors. If you have a slow deck, they have enough time to adjust to it. They will play it perfectly, script book, down, and you're done. But if you have a fast cycle deck, for example, minor wall breaker, something like this, you're able to punish and punish and punish every single time. And once or twice, because of the speed, you put the pressure on him, your opponent makes more often errors.
Yeah, maybe she just needs a little surprise now for the last games, and maybe she's going for a card that nobody has on his mind. Nobody has a counter on it. This would be an awesome way to come back, because the reverse sweep is always there. It's always possible to come back from a 2-0. We've seen it all. It's all possible. I think we've seen it at the last finals with the Deers.
True.
Yeah, it is all possible. But right now, Lunari needs something big. Big. So she needs something big to come back over here. And definitely, Lunari again, no tornado, no hoggies for you.
Yeah, definitely needs to remember that. Because otherwise I would have maybe set the E-Giant, like Electro Giant. But since Tornado is essential for Electro Giant to work well, maybe not the perfect archetype now for the situation. So it is tough on her. The C-Man is a kind of player that works in general, just from his principle already well against Lunari. But definitely also,
We need to take a look. The next game is about to start any second soon. And then we will see. It is the match crown game for DC Man. And this would be the second win for him, because he already won one of his games. He lost one of his games. This would be the second win. So he would definitely be in the top part of the ladder, together with, for example, Zagato, together with Lucas, together with P2. I think P2 we will see in the next game then against Akali. This is going to be interesting as well. But right now we need to take a deeper look DC Man against Lunari, and I hope and I think the game will start soon. Tim, the big jokes aren't funny. Also, Tim makes big jokes. Yeah, Akali, sorry, that's me.
He got you there.
Yeah, I mean, I got a big mouth. What shall I say?
Please, not only on the first day. Come on.
Week 1, guys. Week 1. 4 more to come, and finals in October. Oh yeah, talking about finals. October 14th and 15th. There will be the finals at LGX. You can get your tickets right now. You can come then over there. You can join us in the big air room. You can have a quick chat with Luca and me. You can have a quick, I don't know, rap or something like this to eat, or a coffee, and then we can talk about the game and all the great stuff. Remember the day. For now, we go back to the game, and this could be the last game, because DZ Man is already 2-0. Right now, both players are leaking elixir.
Both players not trying to do anything stupid, so either have a bad hand or just really slow-paced decks. Because sometimes your start off is pretty bad. You have no rotation card, nothing you can cycle through, and everything is essential for defense or offense. Both players taking their sweet time now, thinking about it, and it's just like, you know what?
Lovely day.
Yeah, exactly. The weather is nice in the arena, right?
15 elixir already. Overtime is coming. Double elixir phrase, triple elixir phrase. Yeah, I mean, those games, they are definitely in the game. They are a little bit boring for us as casters, you know. But now,
the first action is the snowball on the tower.
I mean, it's funny. You stand there, you wait a minute, and then there's someone just throwing the biggest snowball ever in your face.
Yeah, imagine that. Like, really out of nowhere. Getting buried under snow.
Oh, and look, Lunari is even though on the ice side, so that's why she's playing the snowball. Because she's so freezing cool. Okay, now I have to stop, guys. It's insane. It is insane. I have to
I'm
stop now.
going mad
Let's
with
take.
you.
But look at the game. There's
Okay,
nothing happening.
Not gonna lie, it's understandable. These
What
kind
shall I
of
say?
situations make me crazy.
Hello?
50 more seconds. 50 more seconds, and then I hope it finally starts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, there we go. Giant
Oh
skeleton in the
my
back
gosh.
against giant skeleton in the back. Imagine they just have now the same deck and repeat every single
I think
It would be fun.
that's a new record. 37 elixir drop. I think that's a new record. For the PM. But right now, the push coming in. There's a fireball for the defense again. It's happy. So nicely done. Infernal Track is clearing off the giant skeleton in the backline. There is the graveyard, but we can see the hunter, the skeleton king off for the defense. And now it's Runari coming off the push. But the next Infernal Dragon is there from the Seaman. And the value of this card is insane.
Really, especially with the combination of graveyard. But the Seaman is in a really, really good spot now. Has so much elixir on the field. Next graveyard.
Oh, the graveyard as well.
The giant skeleton is on the tower. Ability is popped. There are so many skeletons there.
That's it. Good game already called.
Yeah.
He knows.
Seaman, what a
The bomb.
Wow.
Look at the bomb. Boom. That's it. DC man. 4 seconds left, and he's able to win his match against Runari. This is the second 3-0 match of the day, and this tells me DC man is climbing up the ladder. Runari is climbing down. In the end, this was a very clear game. 37 elixir dropped, new record over there. So everything happened here. Some bad chokes, some good chokes, elixir dropped, and win for DC man. It couldn't be better.
And what's actually also really interesting, this was a statement for him. Like, he came in here as a representative for the Luxembourgish esports scene in Clash Royale, and he wanted to show that he is a threat that people need to consider when thinking about the top 4. Because he is hungry, he is young, and he wants that spot. I can smell that already.
Next game, playing for the Rift Sloths is P2. We know him as well from last season. And the next one being active in the chat, talking about my chokes, it's Akali from Zay. And I'm very looking forward to it because right now, Akali, 2 games played, 2 losses already. P2, 2 games played, 2 wins already. This could be very interesting as well.
So P2 definitely here the favorite, Akali the underdog, but definitely rooting. Again, we always love an underdog story. But before we see game 4, we're going into a break. And while this break is happening, you guys have once again the chance to win 10 euros as a Steam gift card. Same principle as before. Just type in exclamation point, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, play. There we go. For a possibility to be a part of the giveaway. And then if you are the lucky marble that at the end, at the end is finishing at first place, you win a 10 euros. But now, 10 minutes break. We see you afterwards.
Trying to do. I've been outside, what's the move? Look into my eyes, it's me and you, and that's the truth. You wanna kick it like Ronaldo? Flew a ride at the state of Monte Carlo. Pink slips, we don't even got a car, no. I've been drinking out this liquor in my sorrows. She wanna kick it like Messi. She be trying to text me. Nothing been the same since the day that you left me. Now I'm on top, I've been whipping in a Tessie. She been playing games, no scrimmage, trying to text. You wanna kick it like Ronaldo? Flew a ride at the state of Monte Carlo. Pink slips, we don't even got a car, no. I've been drinking out this liquor in my sorrows. She wanna kick it like Messi. She be trying to text me. Nothing been the same since the day that you left me. Now I'm on top, I've been whipping in a Tessie. She been playing games, no scrimmage, trying to test me.
De nos jours, outre les smartphones, portables, télévisions et consoles de jeux, toujours plus de périphériques domotiques sont conçus pour une utilisation sans fil. Une situation parfaite pour le Wi-Fi 6. En effet, la nouvelle norme Wi-Fi, connue également sous le nom de Wi-Fi AX, permet de bénéficier d'une performance maximale et ce, pour de nombreux appareils connectés simultanément. Les nouveaux procédés assurent une meilleure efficacité, une plus grande vitesse du Wi-Fi et augmentent également la portée. Pour vous, cela signifie que vous pouvez profiter d'un streaming sans interruption, d'un son cristallin pour la musique et que vous pouvez surfer et jouer en ligne à une vitesse ultra rapide, tout ça en même temps. Mais ce n'est pas tout. Comme le Wi-Fi préserve la batterie de vos périphériques mobiles, vous pouvez faire durer le plaisir encore plus longtemps grâce à une meilleure gestion de l'énergie. Avec la Fritzbox 7530 AX, profitez du meilleur Wi-Fi à la maison.
Wow.
Wait, is that a phone? Look at the performance, the graphics. That thing's a gaming machine. A new challenger. Is that Faker? That man's a gaming legend. Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. And here we go!
Party, call her Fiesta. She wanna skirt off in back of the Tesla. Way too fast, I've been missing every rest stop. If we got a problem, send the niggas at your head top. We ain't in the same range, we ain't in the same game. Little nigga Paul Pierce tryna step to MJ. I ain't finna say no name, better stay up in your lane. I've been signing all these niggas, they don't want it. Man, these niggas never ballin', broke boy facts. But my money always calling, finna call back. On my back they put a target, what you call that? I just been a better artist, they won't talk back, real chat. I've been doing what I want, with no problem from the jump. It don't matter what I'm dropping, all these niggas finna bomb. They be fighting over crumbs, I can never be with them. Add up all they fucking totals and you still won't get my sum. And these niggas sleeping on me, so I call them siesta. Shorty want it all, but I just had to next up. Said she had a friend and they want a trifecta. She be going hard like a fucking I say yo bitch a party, call her Fiesta. She wanna skirt off in back of the Tesla. Way too fast, I've been missing every rest stop. If we got a problem, send the niggas at your head top. We ain't in the same range, we ain't in the same game. Little nigga Paul Pierce tryna step to MJ. I ain't finna say no name, better stay up in your lane. I've been signing all these niggas, they don't wanna hit replay. I be winning every time, even with a head start. Niggas think they making hits, they ain't in the ballpark. They be trying to make it on, but they really fall hard. You ain't even in my zone, how you think that you a star? There's a real fine line between the confidence and cockiness. I promise that the difference lies how often they be talking it. Fuck around and do it, niggas swear that I be walking it. And they don't want no problems, but they acting like they starting it. They living the facade, always wanting what I got. Morgan Freeman, how they acting, always wanna play a part. I don't know if I'm a sign, like the treaty of Versailles. At this point I've been at war with all these niggas. I say yo bitch a party, call her Fiesta. She wanna skirt off in back of the Tesla. Way too fast, I've been missing every rest stop. If we got a problem, send the niggas at your head top. We ain't in the same range, we ain't in the same game. Little nigga Paul Pierce tryna step to MJ. I ain't finna say no name, better stay up in your lane. I've been signing all these niggas, they don't wanna hit replay.
Yo, won't stop shooting till the whole thing's empty. Better take this L like MP or Zeki. Singing my play, don't tempt me. Farm blocks, late night, no entry. Sentry, bookies, all wanna arrest me. Yo, man get sought like Jezzy. 5 AM getting it for murder. No 5 where you got John, no wellies. Only got John, no wellies. No will it so we can't see clear. Foot on the collection to get. Wine on the window, they all disappear. The neighbours like, what happened here? Donny got shaved, but he still got hair. Big drip, little drip got tear. Got me with lurk, you be had big man scared.
Shotgun man, slap man, boot it. Tune man down, now it's Canada's ruined. Don't think we can sleep on the volume. We came right back and it done 2 beatings. Chilling the same spot, what are you doing? They just don't learn like stupid students. Spot any ops, don't feel ride these dashing, catch him, beaming up and then vanish. Free Boogie B, well known savage. Pull up on them and of course they panic. Next day, me and Nabs went on alert. Didn't see nothing, just one little strangers. This beef is frying, don't get caught lacking. Yo, too late, all damn he's
I
capping.
see Broski watching, catching, mopping. Hopped out the ride and chopped him. They get back, dropped him. Everyone's flossing, gassed up, OT bopping. Machine gun shopping, shotgun locking. 2 hands bow and popping. My auntie still ask if I'm fine. A lot's on my mind, but the money ain't stopping.
Due to get long when corn starts flying. Bucket the A, don't expect kindness. Riding, I find it exciting. Knife it, somebody's dying. Pipe it, babe, stop piping. Cause it come down if I ride, he's riding. Bad beat, come to the nest for a piping. Leave it, a little bro swipe it.
Without, that's my big pal. He's on violence, he don't make no sound. Spin the whip, give a fuck by the crowd. If you chill with the odds, you ain't making me proud. Bro, what's wrong with this child? He got his time to, he still runs his mouth. Cause he comes to the end, if Broski's riding, then I'm riding, no doubt. I got hella length things from south, just brought their back and open mouth. New bando, I don't chase no clout. I just hit the up, you smoke it and I'm out. My Broski got nicked like how.
Boss Esports Masters Season 4 Clash Royale. We are back for you guys. We are back with game number 4, P2 against Akali. One of the strongest players against a player who could be one of those great underdog stories we all laugh about. But for now, Luca Trends, you are there. I think you are there on my side and you are ready for the next game.
Of course, after 2 back-to-back storms, I would like a series that will be a bit more competitive. P2, of course, the favorite as our last year's second place. But Zyro Akali, a person in the Luxembourg scene also since a long time known. Pretty friendly dude. I like him. Sometimes we talk. And
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What is this with your pen all the time?
I don't know. It makes me feel important, you know, like
pointing out this is the next game, these are the players, and he's
no, but I'm generally a person that likes to articulate, and it's just like no longer finger. As a German, you always use a finger to point something out, and a longer finger means stronger pointing out skills. But okay, enough bad jokes. We seriously need to stop with this. P2 against Akali. By the way, interesting bans. P2 bans the Rage, probably maybe banning some pretty nasty Sparky decks, and Akali banning the Royal Giant, a really, really strong archetype, not gonna lie.
So, Royal Giant, I think, is one of those cards made for the beatdown. I mean, he is definitely a big tank, only attacking turret, so that's the definition of beatdown. But the Rage spell we've seen earlier, I think we've seen it in the second match of the day. It was Neckel against Didi. He played the Rage spell with the Giant, and yeah, I'm looking forward, or I'm not looking forward to it because it's banned right now. But you could outsmart the spun a little bit by simply going for the Lumberjack, because the Lumberjack has the Rage spell on the passive, on dying. So maybe you could enable something like that.
Definitely. I think P2 will go for some Royal Hawks, since they aren't banned this time, and he is a player known to like double lane bridge spam decks. Akali could play a lot. He likes to play Hawk, I know. We could go for beatdown, so his deck pool is pretty vast. I need to see some cards before I can actually do a proper analyzation. But match 1, or better said, the first game of the 4th series starts now. P2 against Akali.
And P2 is ice cold, and Akali is hot and flaming. As you can see, they are placed in front of their schematics.
These are actually some nice
animations.
Yeah, I like them. They're cute.
Yeah, the one is cool, the other is flaming hot, so both things are great. Starting off this first game with the Sappies and the Rail Ghost for Akali. For P2, sorry, P2 is in the on the red side and Akali on the blue side. And this time the Hoggies are allowed, the Hoggies aren't banned this game. And we can see immediately try out, or better to say, the counter by P2 with the champion, with the, what's his name again? Golden Boy, no.
Golden Knight. But Golden Knight, I like Golden Boy. I like Golden Boy. The card that never knows how to charge. I swear to God, Golden Knight is sometimes so random with his charges. When he's charging back and forth, like really can be so
Ram Rider.
annoying. But the Ram Rider there will...
Connection! Damage is there.
And a lot
Nice.
of damage. A lot of damage. Even another Hoggy spawning and a nearly dead flying machine. So an amazing start for Pito. Really tough situation there for Akali. I don't know what he could have done better. The only thing I see was that he played his Royal Recruits a bit too early, in my opinion. But okay, Royal Ghost now trying to make some pressure. Zappies against the Royal Ghost. Easy cleanup there.
Yes.
Royal Ghost has no real chance to break through.
Peter is
there.
a bit leaking on Elixir, 8 Elixir in total league against 5.6 on the side of Akali. Right now this game is looking a bit better for P2 because he already got the damage off on the right-handed Prince's Tower. He has a great start, or he had a great start, but now the next talk is coming in on the battlefield for Akali. This time he split it up, but he's defending on both sides quite well, P2. And his towers are still looking quite healthy. And the P.E.K.K.A. last.
Now Mama P.E.K.K.A. in the back on her way. Slowly but surely stomping to Akali's demise. How will he react? It's the question I'm asking myself right now. Because this is a tough spot to be in.
But the point is, the Royal Recruits, they have a shield, so they can definitely tank the first hit of the P.E.K.K.A. As you can see, the P.E.K.K.A.'s HP pool is dropping quite low. The P.E.K.K.A. is gone. Nice defense here by Akali, you have to admit it. And now he's pushing on the left-hand side on its own.
Really nice double lane pressure. This E-Wizard is going to die. Oh, the flying machine was in range. I didn't think it would be in range. And now it's a good spot for P2 to be in. Could wait until the Zappies pass and then push in.
But it's a close game.
It is. Akali is holding up. He's holding his own here.
I mean, if the overtime is over, right now P2 would win because the right Princess Tower of Akali is lower on HP. Yeah. But I think we won't get till the end of the overtime because both players now pushing in. Right hand side as the Ram, left hand side, huge beatdown. The Mother Witch is on the battlefield as well. The Golden Boy together with the P.E.K.K.A. The Fireball value is huge. Right hand side now Akali with the push, but left hand side he needs to defend. But he seems to do it right.
It's on the tower. Okay. Good. Barbarian balance, but now. Hoggy's on the way, flying machine coming. Mother Witch pushing, another Hog will be spawned. And this is a lot, the flying machine is on the tower! This is game for Akali! Akali steals it away from P2!
What a game!
Done.
What a performance! The flying machine again! I think we've seen so many MVP flying machines over the seasons. This flying machine, again, was huge, and Akali is able to win the first game against P2. And I think that is something we both didn't expect to happen.
Really, after the super strong start from P2 there, I thought even though P2 has a slightly worse matchup, since he has no building against the Hoggies, but Akali was able to come back, played it safe, played it good. And yeah, these flying machines were just, like, they rocked for him. They rocked.
Definitely, and I mean, there were good points by P2, very great pushes, but we have to admit, the push was great, the build-up beatdown was good, but the defense of Akali was mind-blowing, especially in the combination with defending on the one side and then connecting his own push on the other side. That was pretty insane, pretty next level, and I think the deck we've seen right now by Akali, I think that could be a deck we will see much more often by him.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's already the second time we've seen it today, because I think Lunari played it as well in the matchup where she played the band Hoggies, if I remember it correctly. So I think
it's quite funny, by the way.
Yeah. The thing is, it's a pretty easy going deck to pick up on. The principles of the deck are pretty easy. There's no bigger meaning to these cards. They have one specific reason why they're in there. And there's that. And then it's easy to do double lane pressure with them. So this is why it's a well-used deck.
Yes. Second game, everything is still open. We remember back P2 being one of the strongest players we have here in the Greater Region of Luxembourg in the Post Esports Masters series. So we could definitely expect something more from him for the next game. I think maybe he will change up his deck a little bit. That's why it's taking some time right now. And then we will see them soon in the second game. Akali definitely earned this first win. We have to tell that for sure. He earned his win. He had the good play, and I think if he keeps on with the strategy, with these, I think very calm and good, well thought defenses, he could maybe even win against P2.
So now he's in a good spot. I think this is an important confidence boost, but not again. 20 seconds already in the second game, and nobody is playing a card. Okay. Thank you, P2. I didn't want to see 2 minutes of nothing again.
2 minutes of nothing. That's a very great choice.
P2 again with the Mother Witch. Landed on there as well. Mother Witch pretty strong against Skeleton King. But isn't... Oh, she is going to survive with 1 HP. Pretty
It's a tilter, for sure. Hog is now on the tower, so the first damage is coming in, and the Mother Witch is there to attack the Zappies, but I don't think she's getting another one off. Princess Tower is cleaning them all up, and now we can see the Mighty Miner again. And that's not the best choice by P2, because the Zappies are a great counter against the Mighty Miner. So right now, it seems to be a good matchup for Akali.
It definitely is. It depends on the spell that P2 has, so it could become a bit more difficult. But Akali once again picked amazingly. This Mega Knight, he has so many answers. He has the Zappies, the Skeleton King, the Mega Knight. There we have the Phoenix, so we also have a damage dealer. And I think Akali is playing the Graveyard deck that we've seen from the Seaman. I think it was the Seaman. Nice defense there, and the bam cleans up everything.
Yeah, I mean, Akali really ramped up his defensive game style since last year, so that's definitely looking quite awesome, and it's very, very impressive to see, I would say, because again, P2 is one of the strongest players he could compete against in this series, and right now it seems so easy for him to defend against him.
Absolutely, and P2 once again he's playing probably a similar archetype than before. And I don't know, will he continue to do that decision? Will he be able to break through this time? Will be hard.
You doubt it, yeah?
Yeah, I really
Skeleton
doubt
King,
it.
right hand side, left hand side are the Zappies again. Against the Mighty Miner, the poison spell is very important, but is the poison enough for the Zappies? I don't think so. It is, okay, it is, sorry. So that's very important. So now the Mighty Miner can clean up the giant skeleton, but as you can see, the bomb is still there. The skeletons for the distraction, and the Mega Knight is getting killed off again. And yeah, Akali is looking good. We have to take a deeper look on the overtime now.
But Akali cannot play the whole game so defensively. He needs to get through at least once or twice in order to get him into a certain cycle that P2 cannot break out of. Now he's trying Graveyard for the first time, played all these souls collected. And
Mother
then we
Witch!
have the second
Mother Witch!
but the Mother Witch is going to spawn so many little piglets. There needs to be the fireball. The fireball misplayed!
No!
He missed the fireball! And this could be the game changer that P2 needed.
P2 is now crashing in with the Hoggies, and we can see the Ram Riders on the battlefield as well, slowing down the Phoenix right now. And the damage is there. The giant skeleton is a little bit too late. The damage is done. And the Ram Rider on the tower. It does mean now we have P2 in charge of the game, because his towers are looking more healthy than the ones of Akali. But he is coming back in with the next push.
Now, I would say, yeah, wait, Tombstone or Skeleton King in the back. But yeah, P2 is now in a pretty sweet position. These 400, these 400 extra damage that he has in the tower damage advantage is huge for him. Also, the Zappies, maybe the slight misplay. Nice poison, cleaning everything away here. And now the bandits will die in the storm. Nothing going on. He needs to put this graveyard in. And then hit the Mother Witch with the fireball.
Yeah, that's the point. And I think the next Ram Rider could decide this game, because P2's first Ram Rider was pretty insane. The second one could do it. 40 seconds left. Now the Graveyard left hand side. Mighty Miner instant with the counter against the Skeleton King. Now this time the fireball is on point, but the Hoggies are still there. The Princess Tower is there to defend, and now the huge push coming in. P2 is crushing. The defense of Akali is struggling, but he's still going strong. But the Ram Rider connection on the tower. This could be the game now.
This definitely is the game. He has too much on the field. Akali had the one chance, but missed the Mother Witch. And from this misplay that he said he did, the whole game got turned in P2's favor, because P2 was able to take this elixir advantage and troop advantage on the field and take over control over the game. Akali had no chance of coming back. And there you can see it, a small mistake, even as so simple as to miss a little spell, 1 of 5 maybe, still can cost you the whole game. But again,
yeah, that's it.
Up to Akali and P2 both played some great Clash Royale right there.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice game, and it went all the way down to the tiebreaker in the end. We talked about the Ram Rider connection was there, I think. Nice done by P2 because he waited until the Seppies went off. He needed the Seppies against the Mighty Miner, so he knew, okay, the Seppies are now down on cycle, so he could go in with the Ram Rider. The Ram Rider had nothing to stop him, no building or somewhat to get distracted by, and could simply run through 2 times, and that's this game. And now this is back-to-back best-of-3 series because it's 1-1, it's basically 0-0, and both players still have all the options open. Talking about options, talking about open stuff, we forgot to talk about our winner of the second giveaway. And yeah, who is it, Luca?
So congrats to Fennec Mira Ia. I hope I pronounce all these names correctly. Could also be Fenetz Mira Ia, but let's call it Fennec. Congrats to you. You won 10 euros for Steam. You can spend it like you want to. You can even sell it if you like. Ooh. But I hope you enjoy it, whatever you do with it.
Last one, we're back in game. P2 against Akali, as we said, 1-1. And again, they are leaking some elixir. Oh, please don't make it one of those games again. Please don't.
The thing is, we seriously get crazy. We too get crazy. It's not good for our health, seeing Clash
Royale. Our mind, our mental health. Our mental health is getting issued by those elixir wasting games threads. And again, there's Golden Boy. Hi, Golden Boy. How are you?
Golden Boy could be Electro Giant. It looks like Electro Giant. Now Golden Boy ability will be used to reset the Mighty Miner.
Nice. But the Princess Tower is there.
I think P2 sticked. So we see Mega Knight, Ram Rider against A-Giant Cycle. And A-Giant has, in my opinion, I think matchup. A-Giant should, matchup-wise, win this. But we know that P2 is one of these players strong enough and capable enough to force out errors in the plays from opponents and drain and turn even bad matchups in his favor.
Now he's placing the Ram Rider because he did know the Tornado is off cycle, but a good counter against the Ram Rider is for sure the Electric Giant. As we can see, the damage is there, the slow is there, the stun is there, so nothing to do, no connection yet. The Mega Knight is now jumping onwards. Giant, but as we can see, it's not enough yet. But nice poison to counter off the archers. But as we can see, there could be the connection, and the E-Giant is on the tower now.
And this was 500 damage, just like this. No counter push abilities whatsoever. Ooh, but I don't know if... Okay, 800 damage now from P2, just through that one bandit connection there. Sadly, didn't have anything. Good lightning. Now P2 needs to play with one more thing. He's deciding to play the Mighty Miner. Barrel out now, just as a small distraction.
You have the Lightning and you have the E-Giant. Both 2 cards played against the Ram Rider and the Mighty Miner against 2 of the win conditions by P2. As you said, this is a very hard game for him.
It definitely is. And especially Akali still has the cannon as his last card. So he knows the next Ram that is trying to get through will just be picked up by the cannon and easily defended with.
Many different options for Akali, and as we see in the 2 games for Akali is pretty good in those defense strategies. Right now, it seems pretty even on the towers, because both towers got a fair amount of damage yet. And we are still again, in the overtime. So 2 more minutes until the tiebreaker will decide who will win this game.
P2 is doing a great job at defending. The amount of time he is actually able to save with his defensive Ram Riders, the Mega Knights that survive so much. So really great by him. And over time, he could start playing his poisons more offensively and win by damage dealt. But Lightning does more damage than the poison. Lightning does more damage than poison.
Yep. And he needs to get rid of those pushes coming in. So nice poison again. No connection by the E-Giant. This time left-hand side. No cannon.
Okay,
but it's the bomb tower. And the bomb tower is doing the trick as well.
I think he wanted to predict Royal Hogs. I think his idea was to predict Royal Hogs.
Hoggies could be the game maker. So, this game, only 1 minute left on the timer. Right now, P2 would win because the tower of Akali is a little bit lower on HP. But I think this game is going to get a pretty interesting from now on. Triple elixir phase. Both players can now spam out their crowns.
But these are okay. One Mega Knight coming after the next, and also one E-Giant coming next. Nice tornado there.
All together. Look at the damage. The E-Giant. He's doing his stuff. All gone. All gone. Lightning connection on the tower. But this time we can see there's the offensive poison by P2. And he would win looking on the HP pool.
And this could be the moment where P2's where Akali is able to see this game away. The
Giant!
Oh, one lightning as well!
Lightning!
So
damage!
600 damage advantage, only 10 more seconds to play. Is he able
That's
to
not enough. Limb right up, but there's the defense. Poison spell is on the battlefield, but it doesn't. Easy enough. 1700 HP. This is the second game for Akali. Wow.
In my head. Akali, respect to you. P2 had a really bad matchup. So first of all, also respect to P2 for being able to hold out for so long. But Akali, currently
interesting,
the leader, and in his crown match to win our 4th series for the first week of the Post Esports Masters Season 4.
Insane. And he's
crazy.
doing this against P2. P2, second place last season. He already won 2 of his games. And now he's struggling. He's with the back against the wall because the next game is the match crown game for Akali. And he managed to win this tiebreaker. What an insane performance.
And I don't think that P2 thought that he would be in such a tough spot. Being in being one game behind. Currently Akali leading 2-1. And it's tough on your mental state. You start to feel stressed, you start to doubt yourself, you start to doubt your place. And this cannot happen. So is P2 also able to best his mental problems now in the situation he is?
Very interesting. I mean, now he could say, okay, if I do a mistake, not that bad because I got 2 more games. So everything is open for Akali right now. But P2, we know P2 being one of the strongest players, he's definitely well aware of playing with pressure or playing under pressure, playing from behind. So I am looking forward for this next game because I think P2 will now show us why he's one of the best players of the greater region of Luxembourg. And he will definitely show now Akali that he has something in his back pockets for him or against him. So let's see what's gonna be next game starting very soon. Score is right now 2-1 for Akali. Nobody. We too didn't see that coming. We said this could be a 3-0 for P2. I'll be fair. I said it is a 3-2.
You think that we will see the first day where we will see 5 games? I think we didn't have 5 games once last season. We had 5 games for the finals when the top 4 played, but we had never 5 games in Season 3. So let's see if P2 is able to do the reverse comeback, or is Akali able to do the upset and shock the whole crowd?
Game number 4, starting now. Akali against P2. P2 switched off his deck. He's now going with a Lava Hound deck with a nice beatdown over the air. Playing against, again, Golden Boy together with the Royal recruits.
And, okay, interesting. So Akali playing once again a Bridgestone deck, Flying Machine. Not on Akali's Flying Machine. Good situation for him. But what will he do
First
now?
damage is there. Flying Machine is gone. Lava
nice
Hound
Miner.
still alive. Miner is in the backline. So this is good chipping damage. And you can see Akali's tower.
Oh, and a panic fireball. P2 3 elixir in advance. With so much
That's
damage.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is still P2 playing the game, ladies and gentlemen, and he is striking back, starting off this fourth game with a huge performance. And after 1 minute, nearly the first tower of Akali has been fallen.
Crazy, and P2 has a deck that should not be able to lose it. The only reason why P2 could lose against Akali would be if Akali was able to pressure him and get a tower early. Since P2 already has a tower and we are now in double elixir time, P2 has everything he needs in order to win. Thank you.
Let's see how this game is going on. The next flying machine is on the battlefield. The P2 is coming in with a two-sided push, but nice Royal Recruits. The safe is in the middle, and we can see the first time today the Skeleton Dragons and another Phoenix. This time the Phoenix for P2.
And now Royal Hawks now pushing in, but
arrows.
The Skeleton King is there doing splash damage. This is
but some damage.
It is 500 damage, which would be nice, but we only have 40 seconds left until regulated time ends, and the Skeleton King is just such a good answer against everything Akali has.
But P2 needs to manage to get another big push in to win this game a little bit earlier than after the tiebreaker, because this would be another 5-minute game on the clock. Right now, the Akali, after the first lost push, he's doing great on defending again, but he needs some damage on his own right now. Left-hand side, there are the Skeleton Dragons again to get rid of those Royal Recruits. And right-hand side, there is the Skeleton King, the arrows, nice value over there, but some
but this is a lot on the right-hand side, but look left, look on the left! One Skeleton Dragon connected for one shot, but Akali was able to get back,
nice
and now
damage.
It's close, it's close, he can still finish it and actually win this.
Next flying machine on the battlefield, still in the double elixir phase, triple elixir phase, joining in 45 seconds. P2 is definitely in advance right now, but Akali, he is fighting back. And we can see another push right hand side. The Hoggies could play is in, but now the Lava Hound is on the battlefield as well to tank up some of the stuff. Hoggies in the field. Now he needs to clean up the Skeleton Dragons. They're fighting, but the connection is there. The fireball on the tower, he could fall. Akali! This could be the game. No! Not yet!
Oh my god! Like machine on the tower.
Minions! Arrows!
And P2 trades it again!
Insane! Insane match we seen here. P2 with the back against the wall, fighting back, coming back, and he's able to win his second match against Akali, but in what a close game.
I thought to myself already, will the fireball be enough to get the tower? Otherwise, Akali had nothing in defense left, no elixir left. And we've seen the fireball was a bit too greedy, and P2 was able to completely shift. Like this game turned 180, 180, 180, 180, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Wow, what an interesting series.
Starting off P2 with a big push. Akali made a little mistake. Then Akali defending like a god, striking back, getting a damage. Then P2 again. Okay, the next two pushes I will defend. And now, okay, I know this isn't enough. I'll defend there. I push in. And it was enough in the end. A little miscalculation by Akali. You have to admit it. A little miscalculation over there. But still a pretty strong game by both of the players. This does mean this will be our first best of 5 series now, where we will see all 5 games. And that's insane.
Especially after these 2 storms back to back, it's refreshing to see a series where really both players aren't able to accept defeat. Like so many times, either P2 or Akali could have just said, you know what, this is a bad position, I stop playing. I have no chance anyway. Maybe I get it next time. But both players always stayed in the game, 100% focused, and shifted everything. And now
last game of this match. Last game of match 4. After it, we only have the Masters of the Day left. But right now, this game could be definitely Masters worth. We're starting off Golden Boy, top side for P2, Magic Archer. And Magic Archer is indeed one of those cards that could be a winning position, because sometimes Magic Archer does some geometry tricks and hits the tower in a very different spot. But for now, nice defense by P2. Now he's charging up on his own.
Interesting decision to let the Golden Knight run through 600 damage there for P2. And a Ken card is a super strong answer against that A-Giant. So Akali went back to the A-Giant deck. P2 seems to play once again Bridge Spam. So really his favorite archetype. Doesn't matter what, but Bridge Spam is his stuff. Now the E-Barbarians, they will shred through that Electro Giant so heavily.
Oh, the Heal Spirit was insane. Ebab's nearly on the tower now. Golden Boy defending with the charge. He's falling down. There's one hit. Another one. A third one by the Royal Ghost. And the tower is halfway gone. Oh, the Archer! No!
4, 5, 6 hits.
P2! He is indeed the mastermind of the game. It is insane.
It's crazy how he's doing that. Because P2 knew exactly. Akali had nothing against that Magic Archer. No elixir, no proper troop, and he abused his Akali's life points with the Magic Archer. Ah, nasty!
And I think Akali didn't expect the Heal Spirit, because the Heal Spirit, that was a little bit toxic. Both E-Barbs nearly dead, then the Heal Spirit jumping in. Whoop! E-Barbs win again on half HP. That was pretty insane. Now the next cannon card this time is defended by the Golden Boy against the Archers in backline. Nice Barber Barrel to get rid of the Archers. And again, the big push now coming in. The cannon card still alive. And where is the next Heal Spirit? Nice Barber Barrel for the defense.
Nothing going through there, and in theory, Akali can still turn this completely, because as you can see, P2 has no big spell. So either he finishes the tower with a big push, or he finishes the tower with the Magic Archer. Nothing else will make damage. Now again, Akali will answer with his own Golden Boy. Magic Archer on the right hand side will be able to just ignore that. Just need to worry about the left tower. Magic Archer shooting at the bomb tower away. Nice pop barrel, and both players being pretty equal.
But look at the left side tower of Akali. That's the point. That's the problem. This time we can see the Mother Witch joining the battlefield, fighting against the Phoenix already. The Magic Archer over there, shooting some shots inside, getting some damage on the Giant as well, together with the E-Barbs. Now all on the battlefield. There's the Heal Spirit to heal up these E-Barbs. They are pretty healthy in the back line. There's the Bar Barrel. This could be maybe the game. Bar Barrel is getting rid.
Ooh, I was scared for this one Elite Barbarian. Nice tornado there from Akali, saving him the game. But
20 seconds, triple elixir phase.
Akali has no chance of breaking through. How is he able? How is he supposed to kill the cannon card, a massive damage dealer, and these E-Barbs? He has no way. And this is beautifully picked.
Lightning. But the E-Barbs now on the battlefield. The damage is there. E-Giant. E-Giant is gone. That's it. Look at the push coming in. Nice bomb tower. But the E-Barbs, they are so healthy. Bomb tower is gone. Royal Ghost. But nice distraction. Akali, how is he doing that?
He's somehow able to stay alive. But it's rather just a weird way of not drowning. P2 has everything under his control. As you can see with the damage. It was this one push, and especially the Magic Archer that finished the game for Akali and won it for P2, in my opinion, because in 30 seconds, nothing special, nothing major will happen. He's able.
I mean, the lightning cycle is there. Lightning cycle is here, but I think it's too slow. Nice tornado, nice damage over there, but no connection yet. The magical, the Mother Witch is on the battlefield. Next Royal Ghost. They're all trying to get it done now. And it's only 200 HP left, only 5 seconds more, that's it. P2 in what the best of 5 series is able to win against Akali.
What a game. I cannot believe that. First of all, huge respects to Akali. He is putting in the hours. You can see that from last season and this season. His skills have improved tremendously. Otherwise, this would have been an easy stomp for P2. And P2, he just showed why he was last year's second place, last year's runner-up.
Insane, yeah.
Wow, damn.
This last game.
My favorite season. Potentially, it's even the favorite series for the whole season. I'm calling it already. Because having so intense shifts and everything, Last time we had this was like years ago.
There are a lot of nice games coming up over the next weeks. I can definitely tell you that. So definitely make sure to mark your calendar next Saturday again, 6 o'clock. We will be here, point for you to cast the second week of the Post Esports Master Season 4. Right now, this was an insane match, and it couldn't be better than to end the stream after a break with the match of the day, and it will be our champion of the last season. It will be Thaddeus against Xene,
who was last year's place 4. So this is a clash of titans right there. But like Tim said, we see you guys in 10 minutes.
De nos jours, outre les smartphones, portables, télévisions et consoles de jeux, toujours plus de périphériques domotiques sont conçus pour une utilisation sans fil. Une situation parfaite pour le Wi-Fi 6. En effet, la nouvelle norme Wi-Fi, connue également sous le nom de Wi-Fi AX, permet de bénéficier d'une performance maximale, et ce, pour de nombreux appareils connectés simultanément. Les nouveaux procédés assurent une meilleure efficacité, une plus grande vitesse du Wi-Fi et augmentent également la portée. Pour vous, cela signifie que vous pouvez profiter d'un streaming sans interruption, d'un son cristallin pour la musique et que vous pouvez surfer et jouer en ligne à une vitesse ultra rapide, tout ça en même temps. Mais ce n'est pas tout. Comme le Wi-Fi préserve la batterie de vos périphériques mobiles, vous pouvez faire durer le plaisir encore plus longtemps grâce à une meilleure gestion de l'énergie. Avec la Fritzbox 7530AX, profitez du meilleur Wi-Fi à la maison.
Wait, is that a phone? Look at the performance, the graphics. That thing's a gaming machine. A new challenger. Is that Faker? That man's a gaming legend. Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. And here we go!
My broski got lit like how, just wish him the best when they take it to chow. I see broski watching, catching, mopping, hopped out the ride and chopped him. They get back, strapped him, everyone's flossing, gassed up, OT bopping. Machine gun shopping, shotgun locking, 2 hands bow and popping. My auntie still ask if I'm fine, a lot's on my mind, but the money ain't stopping. Due to get long when cool starts flying, bucket the A, don't expect kindness. Riding, I find it exciting. Knife it, somebody's dying. Pipe it, babe, stop piping. Cause if I'm down, if I ride, he's riding. Bad beat, come to the nis for a piping. Leave it alone, bro, swipe it. Ride and tap it, this shit's fantastic. Hey, broski, pass me the dot. Watchman hops, got chip, get cabbage. Both baby got shotties and daggers. Hammers, pull up and ops in it, dashing. Head to the blocker, just on the mad team, side team. Run up a youth, no manners. Still too space to forget what happened. Angle of arms, I swing it. Dip it, rip it, twist it, kill it. Everyone's bad till bro starts chinging. Gunshot, holy, you in existence. We caught one, he left his misses. Pull up on my block, his scripts we're flipping. 3 doors, pop shotgun, get lifted. If you got him, we'll see him on pitch. You broski watching, catching, mopping. Hopped out the ride and chopped him. They get back, strapped him. Everyone's flossing, gassed up, OT bopping. Machine gun shopping, shotgun locking. 2 hands bow and popping. My auntie still ask if I'm fine. A lot's on my mind, but the money ain't stopping. Due to get long when cool starts flying. Bucket the A, don't expect kindness. Riding, I find it exciting. Knife it, somebody's dying. Pipe it, babe, stop piping. Cause if I'm down, if I ride, he's riding. Bad beat, come to the nis for a piping. Leave it alone, bro, swipe.
Yeah, best believe if we got smoke, you know what's up. Nowadays, my niggas pushing Balenciaga, yeah, the trust. If you boys really want drama, I'ma tell they ass pull up. I don't fuck with many niggas, so I keep the hammer tucked. I just really want the bucks. I don't need to say too much. My gun's a thotty, it's a slut, yeah, slut. Cause it's gon' blow you till it's dust, yeah, dust. I just really want the bucks. I don't need to say too much. My gun's a thotty, it's a slut, yeah, slut. Cause it's gon' blow you till it's dust, yeah, dust, yeah. I call her Uber if I drink too much. Hit these niggas with a Ruger, I don't play too much. My mama told me since a kid, don't let them play with ya. Came in this game with my niggas and they hating us. Whoa, I got the juices like I'm high C. And shout out Brian, that's my nigga, that boy Brycey. I need a meal, I might just do it, call me Nike. These boys, my son, I know they wanna be just like me. I just really want the bucks. I don't need to say too much. My gun's a thotty, it's a slut, slut. Cause it's gon' blow you till it's dust, dust. I just really want the bucks. I don't need to say too much. My gun's a thotty, it's a slut, slut. Cause it's gon' blow you till it's dust, dust. If you know it, blow you up.
Best believe if we got smoke, you know what's up. Nowadays my niggas pushing Balenciaga, yeah, the truck. If you boys really want drama, I'ma tell they ass pull up. I don't fuck with many niggas, so I keep the hammer tucked. I just really want the bucks. I don't need to say too much. My gun's a thotty, it's a slut, slut. Cause it's gon' blow you till it's dust, dust. I just really want the
Lost it all, I look back at all the memories. Miss you most, without you I have no energy. Can't control all my thoughts, they eat away at me. I can't run. Lost it all, I look back at all the memories. Miss you most, without you I have no energy. Can't control all my thoughts, they eat away at me. I can't run. I'm cold, so much has been untold. Let the story unfold, I don't wanna fall down again. I'm through, I don't wanna hurt you. Can you tell me the truth? I can't do this all again. Can you make it okay? I don't know if you can save me now. I might flow away, I'm too high up on my lonely cloud. Gone too far today, you can find me in the lost and found. Please just stay away, you're the only thing I care about. Lost it all, I look back at all the memories. Miss you most, without you I have no energy. Can't control all my thoughts, they eat away at me. I can't run. Lost it all, I look back at all the memories. Miss you most, without you I have no energy. Can't control all my thoughts, they eat away at me. I can't run. Take my heart every day and then go. It's my fault cause I can't let you go. I was good when you leave, I feel low. Up at night thinking about if you'll go. Take my heart every day and then go. It's my fault cause I can't let you go. I was good when you leave, I feel low. Up at night thinking about if you'll go. Up all night, drunk and high, wasting all my time till I see your eyes. Wanna stay by you cause you are my life. Pushing through it all till I reach the sky. Running circles in my head, I get scared I'm about to lose it all. Lost a piece of me, I don't know the fame could make me old. I feel all alone, all my fears are going to control. Do you really care? I don't know if I can trust a soul. I feel alone again without you. It's my home again, I'm so through. Oh my heart again, I
I need you. I'm sorry that I'm not with you. Take my heart every day and then go. It's my fault cause I can't let you go. I was good when you leave, I feel low. Up at night thinking about if you go. Take my heart every day and then go. It's my fault cause I can't let you go. I was good when you leave, I feel low. Up at night thinking about if you go.
Hey, yo, Doug.
I ain't feeling good, but you know it already. They not with my bitch, and she said she already. And the fans on me to win, so I know we already. Lord, give me mercy already.
Welcome back for the last time today to the Post Esports Masters Season 4. We are here with week 1 of the Clash Royale season. Who is we you're thinking about? Of course, the one and only wonderful Luca Trends by my side.
So, game of the day, Masters of the Day match. Thaddeus, aka Ibrahim.
What was that?
I don't know. Yeah. You don't know the sound the emote makes?
Stop it! Get some help. Okay. Masters of the Day. The champion against the 4th place of the last season. Thaddeus against Xene. We talked real quick in the break. You said this could be a 3-1 for Thaddeus.
Yeah, tendency is Thaddeus. Because, of course, first of all, he's the winner of the last year. He has been a top Clash Royale player now for years, and probably still years to come after this. Xene was a newcomer last year for the Post Masters. Immediately performed, 4th place. But I don't know. I don't know what he's been up to lately. So he could be a bit like Akali, complete wildcard.
I mean, his series, his final series against P2 last season was pretty close. I want to say that. P2 nearly was able to get the champ off the throne, but Thaddeus was able to win. And therefore, he is definitely now in this match being the one we think who will win the match. But Xene, and we talked about very good performance last season. Overall, a very good player. He's playing for the Rift's Loft. So we're definitely gonna expect some nice calls from him. And talking about the calls and the decks, we could talk a bit about the bans of this last series.
So Thaddeus banned the E-Golem. I'll be honest, E-Golem is in a pretty bad state right now. So I don't know. To be honest, could even be a troll ban. I could see Thaddeus thinking, I don't need to ban a proper card. Let's just ban E-Golem. I've seen him play it once or twice, but to be honest, he can play whatever. I know my skills. I think I can win. Could be. And Xene banned the Freeze. Pretty smart ban, because Thaddeus loves to play Lumberjack, Loon, Freeze. He loves to play Graveyard Freeze. And it's just in general, Freeze is a card that speaks to him. He likes it. So pretty smart ban from Xene here.
Definitely. And with the Freeze, you can do a lot of good defenses, a lot of great engages, a lot of great attacks. And yeah, this last one is definitely for sure gonna be awesome. We hope that it won't be like in game number 3, where Lunari picked by accident her own banned card. So both players make sure again, no Freeze, no E-Golem. They are both banned. And this does mean we, the cast, we are ready for this last series of today. It's 9:30, so very great timing. So the match is starting now, and we're about to see you in the next game now. The years on the red side, on the top of the screen, on the bottom blue side, here's
for the Masters of the Day. In general, being selected as the Master of the Day match is always a big honor, because the regie and all the people in the behind the scenes think that you are one of the greatest players in that season. So people waiting for the Masters of the Day match is always a smart decision. And Xene here, King Xene, fun fact even, currently starting off with the Lava Hound against probably P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam. P.E.K.K.A. or Mega Knight Bridge Spam. And an Inferno Dragon can become very nasty. There we go. Good pushing there. He has no
right hand side
answer.
connection. That's
Yes.
it. Thaddeus with the first damage points. Left hand side, there's the Valkyrie coming in. The Lavan has already been taken, and we've seen the poison spell was insanely done. Nice defense. Right hand side, Infernal Dragon is pretty low. And nice distraction now by the bandits. So no huge damage points coming in over there. So right now, Thaddeus is in charge of the game.
But to be honest, seeing him, it hurts for him to play Tombstone against the bandit, because if we be honest, he needs the building against the Ram Rider. He has nothing else to actually stop that Ram Rider. So he has to watch out extremely careful.
Don't stop me now. Don't stop. The Ram Rider is riding. The Ram Rider is riding.
Okay, that's a good one. I like this one.
Nice! I finally got it. I got a good one.
Oh, but the Mega Knight is splashing on the tower.
That's for sure. Set fire. What? No. I can't even talk because I think the fireball was a bit misplaced.
Slightly. And again, Xene playing.
We're talking about a champion of season 3, but Thaddeus is showing off. The tower nearly gone after 2 minutes. The next Ram Rider is on the battlefield again, and he will connect. There's another damage, and I think this first game is pretty easy for Thaddeus.
And the thing is, he doesn't even need more than the one connection. One connection is absolutely enough. His opponent just committed 7 elixirs against 5 elixirs and still took damage. So he's
Mega Knight.
Mega Knight jumps on the tower. This Lava Hound will die off. But, okay, normally Snowball, he needs to play the Snowball and the Poison. Snowball and the Poison, please. Snowball and the Poison.
Ram Rider now to slow off the balloon. That's very important. Mega Knight is still on the King Tower. And we can see the balloon is connecting, yeah, for sure, but it's not enough. The damage is there, 10 seconds left, and we can see this could even be pretty close to a 3-crown win.
Yeah.
This game is over.
Well, easy performance from Thaddeus. Nothing major there. Like really, just really clean, proper execution.
Yes.
And I'm sure Xene is not so happy with the deck pick he did, because Thaddeus had every answers and every way to punish him, and he was in complete. Oh, we got a new animation even for the Master of today. I like this one.
It was
so
so
the
clean.
animation thumbs up.
I've seen it, and I knew exactly 1, 2, 3, Lucas. Oh, nice! I definitely knew it. But yeah, as you said, first game, Thaddeus made it look pretty easy, to be fair, to win this game against Xene. Let's take a quick look on the actual standings right now. Xene, where's Xene?
I think he's around 7 or 8 plays, no?
I can't see him. Who's Xene? Yeah, Rift. Oh! Yeah, he only played 1 game. He lost the 1 game, so this is the 2nd game, so everything is still open.
And he played against Blackbird. He played against Lucas, one of the best players the Esports Masters have ever seen.
It's hard.
So,
as we said, first week, everything is still open. 4 more weeks to come. Nothing said yet. But Thaddeus taking down Xene would be an awesome start for him, because Thaddeus, he played 2 games already and he lost 1 game.
So for Thaddeus, a must win, to be honest, because he needs to get these wins against the stronger opponents in order to solidify his lead. Because we know, I think, top 8 get money, but to be on the final stage, you better be one of the top 4 best players in the season, and every single win counts.
By the way, Thaddeus lost against our champ of the ladder right now. He lost against Zagato. That's very interesting, because we talked about no one knows exactly who Zagato is. We only know that he's a German player. But right now, Zagato, 3 games played, 3 wins. Thaddeus lost against him. Could be interesting. 2nd game, Master of the Day, starting right now.
Xene against Thaddeus. 15 seconds in. First elixir bit up. Okay, Thaddeus has also no patience. Same than us. He's throwing that snowball immediately over.
And again, he's on the icy side of the map. Xene is on the fiery side. So the snowball is definitely at the right player's stack. But yeah, this could be one of those games again where just wait until something happens.
So what are your weekend plans? Like, we have nothing to talk about really, then... Okay, Ram Rider and the Hoggies in the same moment. And I think
Nicely done.
will play the same deck like
Some
they played
chip
before?
damage. Oh, this time he has the Zappies against the Ram Rider. That's interesting. The Fisherman, maybe a King Tower activation, but no, not this time. Bandit.
Ooh,
King Tower.
interesting interaction with the Fisherman hooking up the Bandit mid-dash and then escaping this way the dash damage.
Royal Ghost is now for the defense of Xene. The Hoggies are there to get some damage, but the Fisherman connected. So right now, Xene is in prior of the game because he got more damage dealt to the towers of Thaddeus. But this game is just starting, and with both players waiting and wasting so much elixir in the early game, we could think, maybe they're playing for the overtime, maybe they're playing for the double and triple elixir phase.
Ooh, nice dash from the Mega Knight. And this is huge damage. Oh! And he has
Thaddeus.
no release against the Bandit!
Thaddeus.
Oh!
I don't know what to say, but it seems like Thaddeus is in the head of Xene. He's in Xene's mind because he knew exactly how, again, to make this look so easy.
It's ridiculous. The thing is, the greatest players have the ability to count elixir and always remember the current cycle of the opponent. The great player always knows how much elixir they have and what cards they have currently on their hand. And Thaddeus just knows when to push and when to play defensive. And he's doing it without any mistakes, not even little.
Right now, a huge push coming on the right-hand side. Xene is trying. The Mega Knight is getting distracted by the Fisherman. Left hand, there are now the Hoggies, but the Bandit is there for the defense. The Infernal Dragon is doing a huge job. Snowball for the defense again. Only some chipping damage on the tower, but now we can see double Flying Machine. Nice poison, nice defense, but the damage is there. Connection is there, and Xene is getting some damage done.
But is he able to deal the last 1000 damage without any big spell?
No, that's it again.
No.
That's it again.
And Thaddeus takes a strong 2-0 lead.
It is like a little bit like the first game because Thaddeus mid-game took the tower and then he just waited. He took the damage.
Yeah.
He simply defended. He knew, hey, no worries.
Doesn't matter.
Easy peasy, easy game. And yeah, he made it look again so easy. Thaddeus definitely well-earned champion of Season 3. Now 2-0 against Xene. This does mean the next game is
The match crown and the final match crown of the day.
not the final. If Xene is able to win now, then we have another match crown. If Xene is able to win that, we have another match crown. So there could be in total 3 match crown games now, but right now this is the first match crown for Thaddeus.
Having to beat the last year's first place 3 times in a row after losing already 2 times. So first of all, your mental state is pretty bad again.
The
mental
I don't know
state
what it is,
prevention.
but I have something.
It looks a bit like the plastic when you pull out a contact lens. Okay. Yes.
My bottle. Genie in a bottle. Okay, guys. Next game, match crown we talked about. Thaddeus is looking pretty strong. He made his first 2 games look pretty easy, pretty simple. But let's see if he's able to strike down Xene with 3-0. This would be amazing. I think this would be a nice mental boost for Thaddeus. And we will see, because the game is about to start any second soon. And now we will see if Xene has something in his pockets, if he can come back after this 2-0 losing streak, if he can reverse sweep this Masters of the Day.
But why do I have the feeling that Thaddeus wants to play once again the Ram Rider Mega Knight deck? I don't know why, but he won twice. I think Xene will pick something against it. And Thaddeus is so in his own head right now that he will play perfectly again. Because he's in the zone. He knows he's 2-0 in front. He has cover. He has skill. But okay.
Goblin Cage is on the field already. In the Goblin Cage, we talked about it earlier. Nice card, nice defense. Then there's a little goblin coming out and slapping your opponents. Flying Machine this game for Thaddeus. But a nice poison start for Xene. Nice value over there. Damage on a Flying Machine and on the tower.
Yes, Flying Machine will survive though because the poison is misplaced on one tile. Which it could become nasty now. No, but a wizard will clean everything up nicely. And maybe Xene picked the deck from Thaddeus up now. Thaddeus is playing the typical Royal Piglets deck. So the Hoggies with the Brit Spam, you will have Royal Recruits, Fireball, there we go. The Mother Witch as well. Xene also Hoggies, which is interesting. For example, when you look at other competitions like the CRL, these pros play by far less Royal Hogs. Like our league is pretty dominated by the Royal Hog archetype.
Interesting for sure. And we talked about the champion usage. Yeah, we see a lot of champions, but we definitely see them. Do not see them in every game. That's interesting as well. I think.
That's right. I didn't think that would happen. That not every game would have them, because like I said, the cycle advantages you get through this card are ridiculous.
Yes. Chat, can you please stay friendly? It would be awesome. I want to take a good mindset in this series and this season, so please don't be toxic, stay healthy, stay mental. It would be awesome. Thanks a lot. So back on the game. You can see definitely now Xene again a little bit strong and early, but now it's a double elixir phase, and we remember back the first 2 games. That's the time where Thaddeus is shining off.
Yes, and now we see it. Both players are plus minus in the same position. The only reason is this P.E.K.K.A. could become trouble, because Xene is able to make this huge P.E.K.K.A. push in the back. On the right hand side, he's doing pressure with the Mother Witch. Mother Witch getting fireballed immediately, so not even trying to burn himself on a lovely ability. Every recruit is down. He has only 2 elixir, and I don't think he has the capacity to defend this properly.
P.E.K.K.A. is still on the field.
Yeah, and P.E.K.K.A. is still out of HP, but oh my god, this flying machine is so key.
Value now. Recruits joining battlefield again for Thaddeus. Nice poison, but we can see the damage on both sides is getting spread on. Right hand side, huge push coming. Hog is on the tower already. The fireball joining in.
Nice fireball hitting even the golden boy.
And we can see this is getting closer and closer towards Thaddeus. And he's chipping down this time both towers at the same time.
So he can choose. This is kind of the perfect situation for Thaddeus. Both towers are plus minus. First of all, he's in the lead with both towers. Then he can double lane pressure all the time and just always picks up the tower at his lowest. So it can work 1 by 1. Now Thaddeus is also building his own big push. With
right hand side flying machine. There's the poison spell. The Hoggies coming in. Left hand side Royal Recruits. There's the champion, the golden boy for the defense. The Hoggies are through. P.E.K.K.A. is on the battlefield. He is trying to defend. The next Goblin Cage in the side of Thaddeus. Nice defense, but again, chipping damage is there.
Nice fireball killing of the Mother Witch immediately, because he has to kill this Mother Witch off the fastest way possible. He can accept the connection.
Ram Rider. Connection, Ram Rider. Oh my gosh, this could be a huge damage amount. This game could be close. 40 seconds left, triple elixir phase.
Now he is in poison range. Ooh, strong recruits, but the Mother Witch is spawning more and more Hoggies. On the left hand side, so much is happening at the moment. On the left hand side,
poison.
Only 30 seconds
Fireball.
left. Only 30 seconds left. Royal goes trying to push these Zappies, but protected by the cage.
The Ram Rider on the field as well as the next Mother Witch joining the battlefield, getting the Hoggies left and right. The next Royal Recruits, the connection of the Ram Rider. Oh, closely done. But the poison spell so huge. Hoggies on the field already. The Mother Witch, the next fireball. Could be this the game. 300 damage. No, arrows. It is enough. It is enough. Thaddeus wins the game with the arrows in the end.
What a finish! 26 HP difference!
Oh my god!
I even threw away my mic, I'm sorry guys, but...
I think this was the closest ending we ever had in the Post Esports Masters. And what a closing for the Masters of the Day!
Guys, I'm just shook. Like seriously, what just happened? My pulse is 180, my pulse is 180 right now. Crazy photo finish by Thaddeus! Snacking and stealing away that last game and going 3-0 in the Masters of the Day in the first week.
But with what a finish! It was so close. Okay, guys, enough hype. pretty fast for you. The wonderful, how is it called? Giveaway is starting now. Exclamation mark play in the chat. It's starting now. And Luca and myself, we will talk a little bit more about the game. You can see, Luca, you're 10 euros. Oh, wow, what was this game?
I don't
What
know,
was
man,
this game?
I was at the end. I was overwhelmed with the amount of things that happened at the same time. Both players always pushing left and right. And the amount of skill you need to have this level of multitasking, it's ridiculous.
It was a hard game.
Yeah, it was crazy. And people
And
always laugh
the
about
errors in the
Luxembourg
end.
being so small, but the Luxembourgish Clash Royale skill, like playing level, is tremendous. We can play with the best of the best. And our players are showing that.
Let's talk clear. The first 2 games were pretty stompy by Thaddeus.
Yeah.
He showed us definitely off. But the third game, I think, what do you think? Did Thaddeus misplay? Did he make this game a little bit too hard for himself? Or was Xene just up on his level?
Xene for sure was up on his level. He did. It's hard to say about the matchup, in my opinion, because both have very good answers for each other. But Thaddeus wasn't able to use his flying machine to that extent. And the Golden Boy was used to perfection by Xene. Always getting up to clean up like 8 or 6 troops at a time, which is crazy. But photo finish there, I don't know what happened. I was for sure thinking when the fireball flew over, this is overcommitment. He will be too greedy like Akali and lose the game. But the last second arrows and the zappy stun for Thaddeus won him that.
Did Thaddeus use the arrow one single time? No, he didn't, right? He didn't use the arrows one single time before that finish. Am I mistaken?
No,
he didn't use them.
No, I don't think so.
Or did he? I'm trying to remember back. Did he use the arrows before? Or now the
arrows was the last time. This was the first time he used the arrows, I think.
But I mean, let's talk about if I would be in Thaddeus' place, I would have used the arrows like 1,000 times this game.
Same.
But he never used them. Or maybe one time, but he never used them. Insane. I'm
he's the
speechless.
pro. He's the pro.
I mean, the last 2 series were insane. We had a wonderful best of 5 series, P2 against Akali, going to the 5th game, and we had this Masters of the Day with Thaddeus showing off 2 games and one of the closest third game we had in the Post Esports Masters history. So, what an amazing day to start in the season 4.
Definitely. Also, really, I didn't expect this amount of action. We had our first underdog story immediately with Akali against P2. Our last year's top 4 are in a crazy state. Like, these guys are grinding every single day to perfect their craft. And you can see it today. We had all 4 players, or better said, our last top 4 in today's matches. Black Pearl or Lucas, Xene, P2, and Thaddeus. And all of them performed tremendously.
Yes. So, now your last chance is gone. Please no exclamation mark placemare, because now we will see the last marble game for today. And of course, we have a special for you guys. Luca and I, we are here for casting, for entertainment. So we just decided, let's cast the marble game. Why not?
Why not? So, Regie, if the lobby is done, there we go. We can start off.
Look at a nice map.
So what?
Look at a nice map.
No names yet shown. Alrighty.
Go. 21 marbles are in the game right now. Thaddeus first place. Funny.
The Siemens second. Silent Voice, but at the moment a lot of names changing. I'm fourth. Thaddeus fifth. Silent Voice.
Hey, you're in the game?
Yeah,
really?
just for
what
fun.
What are you doing there? Of course, we can see a beautiful map. Thanks again to the Regie for taking us through the marble game. And it's quite fun, because I think this is a much more entertaining way to do a giveaway than simply random calculator, and that's it.
This way, it's way more engaging. And Silent Voice having a decent lead right now. Currently the first one that entered the steps and already passed the steps nearly. Jumping down there. Second place was myself for
Ooh,
second.
He's in front, the far. Let's see, he got a huge lead, but there are some some situations on the map that can slow down or fight back. But we can see, look at Silent Voices Marble in front. Insane jumping over, but now he's falling down.
No, he fell down.
No.
Oh my god. And Fennec.
Now Fennec
again.
he already won. Fennec already won a game, and he won again. Second time today. Fennec won the marble game.
Oh my god, I would be so mad when I would be Silent Voice. Sorry for you. Very unlucky. Congrats to Fennec once again, winning 20 euros Steam.
In total.
Yeah, in total. Crazy.
Oh, Silent Voice in chat. Silent Voice in chat.
Yeah.
Like, he was in the game, and then the game was like, yeet! Your marble is out.
Yeah, like me, he dominated for the whole time. So sorry.
Yeah, congrats to Fennec again. Second one. We are very happy for you.
But
Luca,
now
this was the first show. This was the first week of Clash Royale. But you guys know us. At the end of the stream, there's Luca always for you to head out some informations and to say to some people a huge thank you. So Luca, please take it away.
First of all, thank you guys all for watching until now. We're a great crowd. It was so much fun. We had so much action today. And I can't wait to see what will happen next week's Saturday, week 2. But for now, this is it. Huge shout out to Fritz, Samsung, Post, Creative Studios for sponsoring this project, this vision that we have here to create entertainment for you guys. Huge shout out, because without them, all of this would not be possible. Then again, don't forget, besides Clash Royale, the registrations are open for Rocket League. So if you're a good Rocket League player and you think you could win, because there you can see you can win up to a total of 9,000 euros in cash prize pools. A huge sum. So don't sleep on that if you are able to play Rocket League on a high level. But this is it from us. It was a huge pleasure to once again work with you, Tim. Shout out to you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And I wish you
Was a
guys a
pleasure for
nice
me.
rest weekend, a good Saturday night, and a good night of sleep. Take care.
Bye-bye. Next week.
L after L, man, I guess I had plenty. When I was on my lowest, it was popping up confetti. And I don't wanna talk it, all this shit get too heavy. I was fucking with a bitch, she said she love my vibe. Who would've thought that'd be the last one I see her eyes? Talk about you say, contemplated suicide. Suicide ain't the answer, man, you gotta live your life. But I ain't gon' lie, I've been there. Feel love to your face like they been care. Like being real is being real. But thank God I'm still here. Like fucking, I'm back on the road. Like call, but you already know. So down, so low, but you already know. But I hate on a kiss, so yeah, I had to keep it up. But I ain't gon' lie, yeah, sometimes I've been feeling stuck. You ever felt so down that you don't believe in love? But I came this far, so why would I ain't feeling good? But you knew it already. Then I with my bitch, and she said she already. And the fans on me to win, so I know we already. Lord, give me mercy already. Show what the show, man, it's been too many. L after L, man, I guess I had plenty. When I was on my lowest, it was popping up confetti. And I don't wanna talk it, all this shit get too heavy. And this my life, yeah, you know I'm mad. Gotta take what's mine, don't put you in last. Gotta clear my eyes, had to get out the gas. And before this COVID shit, yeah, we put on masks. But I know one thing is for sure, I gotta get these racks up. And they gon' snake you for your cash, gotta keep it stashed up. And always stay one step ahead, never let them catch up. I remember niggas think about 10 plays, man, I'm tryna go platinum. I little baby said, I don't do no drugs no more. I've been catching flights, riding that 4x4. My bitch, she bad, got a fish, she's always wanting more. Made one call, get to clapping, they should know you feeling good, but you knew it already. Then I with my bitch, and she said she already. And the fans on me to win, so I know we already. Lord, give me mercy already. Show what the show, man, it's been too many. L after L, man, I guess I had plenty. When I was on my lowest, it was popping up confetti. And I don't wanna talk it, all this shit get too heavy.
Jimmy in the sauce, boy.
Justin, I like this one.
Fuck around, hate them bitches, suckers know I'm ballin'. But I been moving all them fast, you know he hollin'. Bitch, that when I'm walking, extra steady calling. My new bitch, Jeremy, know he fuckin' till the morning. They be saying that's my brother, way loud, and now it's down, I ain't convinced. Know they riding on the dick, cause the road poppin' like a bitch. Ain't had nobody, I was dolly every day, I reminisce. I had to do something to get rich, this shit go quick, we hit a switch. Had to get to it, man, that makes a night of nothing. Know that pussy where they drippin', that shit bustin'. How you gon' fuck with me, you pop out of the sudden. Fuck 'em, I can't trust them, love me all of a sudden. Leave me alone. I'm fucking tired of this shit, just let me be. And I can love no bitch, but she know I'm a boss. Fun of these bitches tryna act like I feel something, but they ain't shit nothing. Shit, if I like what you gon' already run it down, run it up. All you suckers faking love, I'm kinda done, had enough. Now they hear LeBron name it about time, run it up. And I'm a fucking ticking time bomb, we gon' fuck it up. That shit all on them suckers know I'm ballin'. Me and my brothers moving past you, we you haulin'. Baby, take off my Mary Jeans, I'm talking. Fucking till the morning, baby, know I'm dog. They be saying that's my brother, way loud, and now it's down, I ain't convinced. Know they riding on the dick, cause the road poppin' like a bitch. Had nobody, I was dolly every day, I reminisce. I had to do something to get rich, this shit go quick, we hit a switch. Had to get to it, man, that makes a night of nothing. Know that pussy where they drippin', that shit bustin'. How you gon' fuck with me, you pop out of the sudden. Fuck 'em, I can't trust them, love me all of a sudden. Yeah. She hit my phone like, babe, I love you, wait a minute. Oh, there's a time for everything, and that's the truth. You love somebody, then you turn into a whore. That love, she kinda fake, fuck it all, now been lonely. Bitch, you let the kid out hanging broken hearted. Kinda crazy how the flow we done on party. And I treated you no less hit than a queen. You ain't really fuck with me until I blow in my head. And suckers hope y'all know I hear you. Sitting on West and doing shit, how I'm gon' feel you. Got his money with a new bitch to my left, to my right. Talking down, we come around and watch you flinch. They be saying that's my brother, way loud, and now it's down, I ain't convinced. Know they riding on the dick, cause the road poppin' like a bitch. Ain't had nobody, I was dolly every day, I reminisce. I had to do something to get rich, this shit go quick, we hit a switch. Had to get to it, man, that makes a night of nothing. Know that pussy where they drippin', that shit bustin'. How you gon' fuck with me, you pop out of the sudden. Fuck 'em, I can't trust them, love me all of a sudden.
Justin, I like this one.
Order me a pack, then I gotta meet up. Police right behind me, so I had to speed up. Sitting in the back of the Tahoe, leaned up. We just crossed the border, drinking margaritas. What you want? A new salon. This time my song, put you on. I'll break you off. I want the job. If you sneaking on a nigga, I'ma find out. Whip it right out. 20 bitches in the Jeep, they had to climb out. I got a confession. I just want your best friend. Take it to the West End. Everything expensive. I be on my grind, I'm never resting. Stop with all the questions. Shorty, who you pressing? The only thing that's pressed and the diamonds on my necklace. I can stretch you out, like a yoga session. This is my profession. Pussy like holy water, I bless it. I drink the water pouring on me, yeah, it's refreshing. Why is she obsessed with me? She done got the best of me.